Technology Recyclers Studios what a lawsuit accuses a former football player and his current employer of, why Howard County police were busy Monday, why the Indianapolis Colts are looking for a kicker, and what an Indianapolis counselor is saying after a vote on the budget. Those stories after Fox News. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. It's 6 o'clock.
It's been 2 years since the Hamas terror attack in Israel. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News, and there are still hostages in Gaza. LaRon Berman's two brothers among them.
When they told us that they were kidnapped, it was the happiest day of my life.
And while that sounds odd, it's because for 11 days, Berman just told Fox, they feared Ziv and Gali were among the nearly 1,200 people Hamas murdered in the attack. Turns out his brothers were captured hiding in their home that day.
We know that they burned Ziv's apartment and drove a lot of smoke inside. So we had two options, either to be burned and suffocated by the smoke inside his apartment or get out. And they waited for him outside.
He's hopeful his brothers could be set free. As talks continue today in Egypt, in direct negotiations between Israel and Hamas on the President Trump ceasefire plan aimed at stopping the war in Gaza triggered by the terror attack.
Under phase one of that peace plan, a ceasefire is supposed to take effect in Gaza. That clearly has not happened yet. A rocket, according to Israeli military forces, was fired from within Gaza into Israel. No casualties reported from that strike. Also part of phase one, the release of 48 hostages by Hamas, 20 of whom are believed to be alive. In return, Israel expected to release 250 Palestinian prisoners serving life sentences.
Fox's Steve Harrigan in Tel Aviv. Texas's Republican Governor Greg Abbott has deployed hundreds of National Guard troops to help President Trump's push to crack down on crime.
Yet the clash between state and local officials and the Trump administration over immigration enforcement is escalating. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson is now establishing ICE-free zones. The executive order bars federal immigration agents from using any city-owned property in their ongoing operations in the city.
Fox's Madeline Rivera. Illinois' Democratic governor has filed suit against the troop deployment in that state. A federal judge has blocked the president from sending troops to Portland, Oregon. And the government shutdown is now in day 7. Another funding vote in the Senate failed, with Democrats demanding provisions Republicans don't support. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What a lawsuit says about Mark Sanchez in Fox Sports. Light rain on radar, 67 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 74. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 6:02. The grease truck driver who stabbed former NFL quarterback Mark Sanchez in downtown Indianapolis is suing him and his employer, Fox Sports, claiming the attack left him permanently disfigured. Perry Toll, who's 69 years old, filed a lawsuit seeking damages for the incident that happened at around 12:30 a.m. Saturday along a street behind a hotel. The lawsuit says Sanchez was in town covering Sunday's Colts-Raiders game and that he appeared intoxicated and started a fight with Toll while he was collecting grease from local businesses in a loading bay. The Indianapolis City County Council approved a $1.7 billion budget for 26 Monday night, marking the city's largest budget to date.
There are a lot of things in there that I think are good parts to the budget. Of course, there wasn't everything that we wanted. Senate Bill 1 of the State House really limited our revenue as a city and of every city in the state.
Democratic Councilor Nick Roberts shared his thoughts on Facebook. Mayor Joe Hogsett pointed out that this marks the 9th straight year of a fully funded, balanced budget with no tax hikes. A construction worker killed and a school bus driver injured in a crash Monday afternoon in Howard County. It happened at about 3:30 near a state road. Police say the bus collided with the pickup truck. Indianapolis Colts kicker Spencer Schrader out for the season. Head coach Shane Steichen says he tore both his ACL and his MCL. And two of the nation's top 10 college football teams are set to face off.
The 7th-ranked Indiana Hoosiers will square off with the 3rd-ranked Oregon Ducks Saturday afternoon in Eugene. Hoosier head coach Curt Cignetti said Monday afternoon that Oregon is solid across the board.
Big, fast, athletic, physical, depth. Coach Lanning done a tremendous job recruiting, development, retention.
Cignetti says while he's looking forward to the challenge, he is confident in his team as well. Both Oregon and Indiana are 5-0 on the season. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level on the go and at WIBC.com. Traffic and weather together in 1 minute on a Tuesday morning at 6:04.
Hey, it's Rob. It's October, and this is when the weather really starts to shift. The mornings are crisp, the evenings are cooler, and before long, those chilly fall breezes will turn into full-blown winter winds. If your home's already feeling drafty or your energy bills are creeping up, now's the time to do something about it before the cold really sets in. And Universal Windows Direct is making it easier than ever with an October deal that's packed with value. Right now, for every 2 windows you buy, you're going to get the next 2 free with no limit, plus 0% interest for 3 full years. And to top it off, get an extra $500 off your entire home improvement project. Buy 2, get 2 free, 0% interest for 3 full years, and an extra $500 off your entire home improvement project. Now, some restrictions may apply, so to get all the details and schedule your totally free in-home estimate, call Universal Windows Direct today, 317-659-7574, 317-659-7574. Check them out on the web, universalwindowsdirect.com. Tell them Rob sent you.
Yeah, we have a crash in the north split. It's eastbound 70 coming out of the split right after you make that right as you're turning right eastbound 70 like you're going to the east side. Now, right now, 2 right lanes are blocked, and traffic is stop and go back to Washington Street. Delay time, well, we have stopped traffic here at the moment, so we're working on that. Now, looking at southbound 65 on the northwest side, that is a crash at 465. 2 right lanes are closed, and traffic is stopped for about 3/4 of a mile. Northbound 65 on the south side already slow from Raymond into the south split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by ExpressPros.com. Getting a new job can be easier with Express Employment Professionals. With Express, you'll have a local connection to the job market. Get started at ExpressPros.com to find a location near you. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
What the heck was that? Did my computer explode?
Are you okay?
I was moving through the Facebook Marketplace to get ready, as I often do.
First thing in the morning.
And what was playing? Did someone was that K-pop? Is that what that sounds like?
It sounded like a turntable that you'd buy on the
Sounded like
Marketplace.
something.
Yeah.
Freaked me out.
Are you okay?
Sorry, honestly, it was a little bit jarring.
I'm jarred.
Now, I don't think I've ever heard anybody say I'm jarred.
I'm very jarred at the moment.
Marcus Bailey, Wish TV meteorologist. What's going on?
Hey, good morning. On and off rain. Not going to rain all day, but the roads are wet this morning. Please be aware of that. We're going to have on and off showers, maybe a rumble of thunder as we head into the afternoon hours. Nothing severe, but a couple of downpours possible. Today's high 75. We'll wrap up any rain chances shortly after dinner time tonight, early to mid-evening, and the skies will actually clear pretty quickly overnight. It's going to cool down to a low of 50. We're now kind of closer to mid-October temperatures, more typical fall weather that you would expect starting tomorrow. Beautiful sunshine to a high of 69. Thursday, sunny, highs into the upper 60s, and Friday should be pretty nice as well. Lots of sunshine and highs back to the low 70s.
That is Marcus Bailey right there of Wish TV. We appreciate you, Marcus. You can go live your life now. Don't be jarred. 66 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:08.
This hour powered by Price Point Comfort Heating and Cooling, your independent American Standard Air dealer.
I gotta tell you, I don't like it when the Chiefs can't beat the Jaguars. Travis Kelce gets engaged, and now they're 2-3. The Jaguars are 4-1. We're 4-1, and we're still not in the lead in the division. That kind of stuff is annoying. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. What is going on? Felony charge for Mark Sanchez. Finally, we're doing something about crime in Indianapolis. I know, it sounds like I'm mocking. This man, this 69-year-old, the photos are just brutal of the attack. A wound to his cheek that goes through the cheek that affected his tongue. his family saying, his lawsuit saying, permanently disfigured by the former NFL quarterback, analyst for Fox Sports, who was in Indianapolis to cover the Colts game. Was he under the influence? Was there an issue? That is, of course, a question. Starts this fight, but this guy, this 69-year-old, was able to actually defend himself, try and keep Sanchez out of his car, pepper spray, then stabbing him because he thought this guy, meaning Sanchez, is trying to kill me. Yeah, I am for this man, thrilled only in the fact that he had the presence of mind to say, I'm going to be prepared for whatever may come. Maybe it was just by happenstance. But you went from trying to get this guy away from you to pepper spray to a knife. As Sanchez accelerated, if you will, this guy responded. There's so much to the story. Oh, and still people on social media just so angry. If you even bring up the problems in Indianapolis, they're calling you a racist. Well, it's social media. It's what people do. Pay them no mind. We're going to discuss the issues in Indianapolis. The press conference yesterday, Chief Bailey, I don't care who you are. I don't care what you do for a living. I don't care where you live. If you come into our city and commit violence, we will use all the tools at our disposal to hold you accountable. You should be telling that to the prosecutor, who seems to be prosecuting in this case. The problem is that's a singular use of the word case. Ryan Mears should understand exactly how little this city thinks of him and how he has acted. What it is that has been allowed to happen, the people who have been on the streets. It's harder to blame the IMPD. What are you supposed to do when you arrest people and nothing happens? But we have felony charge now against Mark Sanchez. You have a court appearance, which I think is today or tomorrow. And it'll go from there. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
This is Gary Dick. A big gift leads to new athletic facilities at DePaul at 632. Brought to you by the 12,000 Hoosier men and women with labor as district council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are LIUNA.
Well, the Fed just sounded the alarm. The stock market is dangerously overvalued. And if your retirement savings are tied up in the market, this could be the smart time to protect and grow your savings outside of Wall Street. One option gives you a 20% upfront bonus. It's got a competitive return that's averaged 10% annually for the last 10 years.
So here's the simple math. If you invest $200,000, you get an upfront $40,000 bonus. That's $240,000. That $240,000 could earn 10% or $24,000 in the first 12 months. So, in the first year, that original $200,000 could grow to $264,000. Get all the information from Bill Demery, your retirement guy. Call 317-648-5120. That's 317-648-5120. 648-5120. Bill Demery, your retirement guy.
Comcast Business can help turn your small business into a connected, secure, modern business. It's how retailers become constantly connecting must-visit shops. How restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How healthcare offices become the data-protecting caregivers that we all depend on. And how wealth management firms become cyber-securing guardians of your information. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, and Wi-Fi backup, your business can stay connected and get threat-ready with Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with our reliable business internet. Plus, stay connected when you add Wi-Fi backup for just $35 a month. And ask about a $400 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Call today. Restrictions apply. Wireless Connect requires business internet for additional monthly charge. Taxes and other fees extra. Prepaid card offer ends 11/16/25.
Garage door problems? Call today for service today. Garage Doors of Indianapolis services all makes of garage doors 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call today for service today. 875-4577. Call today for service today. Get it fixed right now. Call Garage Doors of Indianapolis at 875-4577 or visit doorstoday.com.
In the morning, call 875-4577.
Service today?
Today.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
Nobody likes a cold shower. LD Smith has hot deals on water heaters. Save up to $300 on a new water heater installed.
LD Smith Plumbing.
A dirty, stinking honest.
Traffic on the fives. Matthew Bear, what's going on?
Big problems on the northwest side, Tony, as we check out southbound 65 at that 465 interchange. A semi has jackknifed, and we have two right lanes blocked. Traffic barely getting by on the left side of the interstate, and this comes with a backup almost to West 71st Street. Now, you do have options here as far as a reroute, one of them being southbound 465 to West 38th Street. We have this posted at Matin Traffic. North splits tore up right now going to the east side. It's eastbound 70 crash coming out of the north split, and right now two right lanes are closed there with traffic jammed back to Washington Street. And now we have a crash in the south side construction zone. It's northbound 65 shy of the south split. The exit ramp going into the south split, it is open right now. It's just going to be slow as it is. Partially blocked. Traffic backed up to Raymond Street for a 2-minute delay, probably a little bit longer as these are just now coming in. Traffic sponsored by ExpressPros.com. Getting a new job can be easier with Express Employment Professionals. With Express, you'll have a local connection to the job market. Get started at ExpressPros.com to find a location near you. I'm Matt Bear on the fives at WIBC Traffic.
66 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:16.
Fostech is the family-owned business that makes incredible firearms right here in Indiana. Fostech, created by 2 career firefighters and 1 U.S. Air Force veteran, they create special, unique firearms. American craftsmanship meeting cutting-edge technology. Their Origin 12 shotgun is the envy of the industry, and all their products are designed, machined, assembled, and tested right here in Indiana. Follow Fostech on Facebook and Instagram at Fostech_INC. Find a dealer near you, or visit Fostech.com. That's Fostech. Fostech.com. Use promo code WIBC for 10% off your order.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Just an update from the WIBC newsroom, Ryan Hedrick. The court session today that Mark Sanchez was supposed to have has been canceled. It's now November 4th. So we've got a little bit of time before that case heats up. I'm assuming allowing all the press to be set. It's going to be a scene, guys. You know that, right? Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Mark Sanchez in court for attacking a 69-year-old? Yeah. It's going to be a show. I'm not saying I'm interested in the show, meaning I would rather not have this at all. But people are going to show up. The sports world is going to cover it. We're going to cover it. Expect it to be to get some attention. So it won't be today. It will be November 4th is when that will take place. It is 2 years since October 7th, the attack from Hamas on Israel that killed 1,200. And in parts of Australia, they're cheering and saying, do it again. Hey, there's terrorist supporters in Australia. There's terrorist supporters in Europe. There's terrorist supporters right here in the United States. This is not surprising. We've seen it with our own eyes. We're fully aware of what's going on. The question is this deal going to hold? You've got Israel and Hamas that are going to meet in Egypt for a quote-unquote ceasefire talk, which is to say shelling will stop from both sides, which means it won't stop from Hamas. And then it's a prisoner exchange. You have the 20 living hostages. I shouldn't say prisoner exchange. Prisoner for hostage exchange. 20 living hostages, the remains of 28, I believe it is. And then Israel will give up 250 Palestinian terrorist prisoners. So, is it going to work? I have absolutely no idea. Part of the talks will be Steve Witkoff, the U.S. Middle East envoy, and Jared Kushner, the son-in-law, who did a lot with the Abraham Accords. Now, the stories with Kushner and some of these investments from Qatar and other places, absolutely, you're allowed to say that's messed up, because it is. The Abraham Accords were not messed up. Really a massive success. An excellent, excellent way to change the entire philosophy of how the Middle East is dealt with, how Israel is dealt with, how our interests are dealt with. Let everybody make a couple of bucks. Stop trying to think that you got to hate everybody all the time. That was really the mentality. So will they get to a place agreeing to any level of this deal that President Trump put forward? This was last week. That allows this to happen. The only leverage Hamas has is those hostages. And then after that, being able to rely on the United States to keep Israel at bay through either shaming them or other means. And that's it. So they are not so willing to give up hostages. They dig this. And look, they got recognition from France, from the UK and Canada, Spain. This is power to them. They like what they do here. You should expect them to do it again. There was also the New York Post reporting yesterday where Trump, in a conversation with Netanyahu, was like, what's wrong with you? You're going to get the deal. You're going to get the win. Stop finding reasons to be upset. And it was blanking this and blanking that. I have absolutely no doubt that Trump said exactly those words or words just like it. Netanyahu concerned. Fully aware. And then I saw a story that didn't make sense. It was in the Jerusalem Post. An interview with Ben Shapiro, where Netanyahu in this interview is talking about Iran developing a missile. That is a hard conversation for Netanyahu to have right now, considering the bombing raid that took place just a few months ago on Iran's nuclear sites, on Natanz and on Isfahan, with this part of this attack that Israel engaged against Iran, the United States coming in to handle that bombing raid. Fordo, Natanz, Isfahan. Nobody questions whether or not these things were just torn asunder. Now you're going to talk again about the development of an intercontinental missile with a range of 8,000 kilometers. Do I think that Iran stops? No, I don't. I don't think that Iran stops, and I think that only the fool would. However, you're going to have a hard time getting Americans on board with, wait a second, we just destroyed their nuclear capability, and now we're doing this again. I'm discussing the larger scale issue of persuasion. To which the United States would say to Israel, well, if you want it, you go right at it. And the people on the political right who want to say, oh, Israel, just a bunch of warmongers, they're going to use this and go, I told you. Those people are never right. Oh, the Tuckers, Candaces of the world are never, ever right on this subject. Whatever they got going on in their heads, it is ugly and indefensible. If you could prove to me they were getting paid by the Qataris or somebody else to say this stuff, I would talk about it. But I haven't seen the proof. All I know is here's what they're saying. And Candace is a broken person. And Tucker has decided to go down a road that he thinks is most profitable. I don't know what else to call it. I don't even know. I can't begin to make it make sense. But if you want America to be like, ooh, Iran now has a missile that can get close to the United States, you're going to have to show them the blueprints, Prime Minister Netanyahu. You can't sell them. Not today. You can't sell them. That much is fact. But it is 2 years since the Hamas attack. Hamas is a terrorist organization. The people who support Hamas, the people who want to scream genocide, these are people who are okay with the destruction of civilization. Yours, right here. It's who they are. Whether they're in the Indy City County Council, they're on social media, on a college campus, whether they're your brother-in-law. That's what they favor. Let's make sure they don't win elections here in the U.S. Can't keep us safe at all. Oh, one other thing. It's day 7 of the shutdown. Yeah, that's it. Matt Bear has traffic. What's up, Matthew?
Northwest side, southbound 65 is closed right now because of a jackknife semi-trailer, okay? And this is southbound 65 at 465 ramps. And right now, traffic is backed up to West 71st Street. A reroute posted at Matin Traffic. It could include southbound 465 going to West 38th Street. You could also exit earlier, but my route this morning would likely be West 38th Street if I was trying to get around that. Also, eastbound 70 crash in the north split. That's blocking 2 right lanes and jamming us up back to Washington Street. And now we have a crash at the exit. Northbound 65 on the south side. It's there on the exit ramp to Prospect Morris, and that ramp is open. It is partially blocked. It's created a delay back past Raymond Street. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off all products plus 2.99% financing and an additional $550 off your project. Trust local. Trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
This is Rob.
And this is Casey.
Great news, Casey.
Yeah, what's that?
Ted Cruz might be running for president again.
Oh, I've seen that show before. Join us Tuesday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
With 11 locations, Tech Credit Union's Chief Information Officer, Zach Hohulin, relies heavily on applied innovation and Arctic Wolf, an AI-driven cybersecurity platform.
We've been so impressed with that platform that Applied recommended that we now have gone back repeatedly to Applied.
Being a financial institution, Applied Innovation plays a critical role protecting your members.
It's almost a new Cold War, right? You have to have cybersecurity insurance, and you have to start partnering with organizations that will step in and help you manage that.
And having Applied Innovation as your cybersecurity partner?
It makes me a lot less anxious because I'm able to sit back and know that we're in good hands and not have to worry about it. I get to sleep at night.
Don't risk your data being hacked or exposed to ransomware threats. Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedinnovation.com. And sleep better knowing your network's secure.
When people think sleep apnea, they think CPAP. Now at Advent, we do all we can to help sleep apnea sufferers avoid the CPAP machine. And most sleep apnea sufferers who come to Advent are going to be able to avoid a CPAP altogether. Our unique Advent approach using simple in-office solutions can get your nose working and throat open all under one roof. You see, the root of every snoring and obstructive sleep apnea problem lies within the throat, nose, or both. At Advent, we know when we get the nose and throat working properly, most snoring and sleep apnea problems will subside. And we have the most simple and convenient, ultra-effective in-office solutions that can do just that. And this is why people have traveled by planes, trains, and automobiles from corners of the world you would never think of to find the sleep apnea and snoring relief you won't find elsewhere.
Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. Most insurance accepted.
Neighborhoods are popping up everywhere, but if you want something different than what you're currently seeing, Joyner Homes, based out of Greenfield, can build you a unique, custom home on your own private lot or anywhere you can bring your own builder. They've built hundreds of homes across central Indiana. Visit Joyner Homes Model Homes or go to joynerhomes.com to see floor plans and pricing and more. With Joyner Homes, you can even start from scratch if you want. Check out their 5-star Google reviews and visit joynerhomes.com.
Up to 50% off and 2.99% financing, plus receive an additional $550 off your project.
Because at B Windows,
we mean business.
We mean business.
At Price Point Comfort Heating and Cooling, our mission is to provide honest assessments and recommendations. We promise you'll never be sold something you don't need.
PricePointComfort.com. They are your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air dealer.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
The clash between cops and people who don't like them. Light rain, 67 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 74. I'm Ryan Hedrick for Window Nation. Here's what's trending at 6:30. Tensions rising in Chicago this morning as the Trump administration plans to send the National Guard to the city despite objections from local officials.
Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson is now establishing ice-free zones. The executive order bars federal immigration agents from using any city-owned property in their ongoing operations in the city. There have been ongoing protests against federal agents, especially around the ICE facility in Broadview, Illinois. Over the weekend, DHS accused Chicago police of refusing to secure an incident after several suspects rammed federal agents and boxed in their cars. The head of the Chicago Police Department says he will never reject a fellow law enforcement officer in need of help.
That's Fox's Madeline Rivera. 2 years to the day since the attack by Hamas on southern Israel. Talks continue to try to end the war in Gaza. Here's Jonathan Savage.
It was October 7th, 2023, when 6,000 Gazans breached the border wall with Israel. 1,195 people were massacred. There were dozens of rapes and sexual assaults. Today, 20 living hostages and the bodies of 28 others are still held by Hamas militants in Gaza. Across the Red Sea in Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt, indirect talks are taking place in an attempt to end the war that's waged these last 2 years and bring those hostages home. For Palestinians, it's been 2 years of displacement and hunger. Tens of thousands reported dead from Israel's military strikes aimed at destroying Hamas. Jonathan Savage, Fox News.
And Amazon Prime Day returns for a 2-day event that begins today. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. Traffic, weather, and sports together in 3 minutes. It's 6:32.
This is Inside the Indiana Business Radio. I'm Gary Dick. DePaul University will use one of the largest single gifts in its history to build a new athletic stadium and sports performance center. The $80 million gift from an anonymous alum will fund construction of the stadium with upgraded seating and improved concessions for football and track and field, as well as state-of-the-art sports medicine and training facilities. DePaul President Lori White.
As we recruit students to DePaul, we want to reinforce for them that they can play their sport at the highest level. They're going to get a great academic education, and we are going to make sure that they are prepared as an athlete to compete at the highest level.
The gift and project are part of DePaul's Bold, Gold, and New Capital campaign, which aims to raise $575 million for a wide range of projects and initiatives. Fort Wayne-based Do It Best is reporting strong results for fiscal year 2025. The nation's largest member-owned hardware, lumber, and building materials buying co-op reporting consolidated revenues of $4.7 billion for the year, a 6.1% increase from the previous year. Do It Best says digital sales rose 28% for the year. Look for an announcement today of a new baseball team in Kokomo. The city of Kokomo and Bullpen Ventures will host a news conference announcing the launch of a team that will play in Kokomo Municipal Stadium as part of the Prospect League. From the state's #1 source for Indiana business news, You're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio.
We build Indiana. The Laborers International Union of North America are men and women building roads and bridges to get Hoosiers where they're going today and a new energy infrastructure that will keep Indiana competitive tomorrow. LIUNA's over 12,000 statewide members also grow local economies, earning good union wages, shopping where they live and work, and paying taxes. We build Indiana for good jobs and stronger communities. The Laborers International Union of North America. We are LIUNA.
Our Innovate Indiana series is on the move in October. Join us for Innovate Southern Indiana in New Albany, October 1st. Innovate South Bend Elkhart in South Bend, October 14th. And Innovate South Central Indiana in Bloomington, October 24th. The Innovate series is presented by Indiana University and Old National Bank. Each location will feature a powerful afternoon of ideas, innovation, and insight. And what's next for each region. RSVP now at ibj.com/innovate. Regional food service distributor Radia Food Group has announced the closure of its South Bend, Mishawaka, and Bloomington facilities, impacting about 200 employees. The company notified the state the closures will take effect by November 26th and are a result of the company's decision to cease operations at Troyer's in Goshen. This is Gary Dick for 93 WIBC.
All right, check it out. Southbound 65 at 465 on the northwest side. It is a jackknife semi-trailer, and I see no room to get by here at all as we check out our cameras. So southbound 65 at the 465 interchange. This is the northwest side version, and traffic is backed up past West 71st Street. Rerouting options include peeling off at West 38th Street and taking it to southbound 65 from there. But we do have a backup from this jackknife semi-trailer again past 71st Street, and says an 8-minute delay. It's going to take you longer, more than likely. Looking at eastbound 70, crash coming out of the north, split 2 right lanes blocked. Traffic stop back to Michigan Street. Northbound 65 south side, crash in the construction zone. It's on the off to Prospect Morris, and this has us backed up to Raymond. Now on the west side, we have a stall northbound 465 exiting to Washington Street. That ramp is open, but it's going to be a little tricky on your exit. Traffic sponsored by B-Window. Right now, employee-owned B-Window means business. Receive up to 50% off all products, plus 2.99% financing at an additional $550 off your project. Trust a local, trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
67 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:36. A check on sports. Ryan Hedrick, what's going on?
Tony, good morning. The Indianapolis Colts suffered a blow yesterday. Even despite a win on Sunday, they lost Spencer Schrader out for the year with a knee injury. Head coach Shane Steichen says replacing him won't be easy.
He was lights out for us. Obviously, he was, AFC Special Teams Player of the Month for the NFL. So just tremendous talent. So just in a very unfortunate situation.
Yeah, Schrader took a big hit Sunday during the win against the Raiders. The Colts host the Arizona Cardinals Sunday. The Jacksonville Jaguars defeated the Kansas City Chiefs 31-28 Monday night, keeping pace with the Colts in the AFC South. The Chiefs turned the ball over 13 times or committed 13 penalties, and quarterback Patrick Mahomes threw a late pick six.
They closed out there at the end, and so it still sucks whenever you get a lead like that and you're not able to hold it through the rest of the game.
Both the Jags and the Colts are 4-1, and the Pacers are on the road tonight for preseason play against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com.
My brother never checks on dad, or my sister won't make time to take mom to the doctor. Are these things you've heard yourself say? This is Tina McIntosh, president of Joy's House and co-host of the Caregiver Crossing radio program. I have a caregiving tip for you. Stay tuned.
Cardon & Associates provides residents with the best senior living options and personalized service. Visit cardon.us to find a community near you.
Expressing anger or resentment toward unsupportive siblings can cause unmendable rifts in relationships. Don't try to control everyone else. You can only control yourself. The success of your caregiving journey does not rest on others. So enjoy the time with your loved one. This is your special time with them. More tips like this are available anytime at caregivercrossingradio.org. With new weekly content created by Joyce House and distributed in partnership with Network Indiana, we're an on-air and online support group for Hoosier family caregivers. Hear conversations with experts, access the library of online education, and more at caregivercrossingradio.org.
As got announced yesterday, Bo Bai is running for Secretary of State. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Live streaming on the YouTubes. YouTube.com/WIBC. You can check me out there. I think I'm looking quite stylish this morning. My Fledman von Riest on my wrist. All is well and good. Bo Bai, the son of the former governor and the former Senator Evan Bai, is going to run for Secretary of State. And much was made of this Indy Star article. He sat down for an exclusive, and here he is in his apartment. He's just waiting on furniture so he can move in. That is not the thing you want to say to people when you're running for office. Hey, I just moved here. Because that's the visual. The fact that he could live here and he's just changing apartments or whatever, come on. The visual is the visual. So, as a matter of the people consulting on your campaign, Bo, not great. Then there's the video you put out. This, hey, allow me to reintroduce myself. You're a Bai. It is reintroducing yourself. We haven't heard from the Bais in a while. We haven't heard from the Bais, I think, since Todd Young put your dad in the trunk. It was Todd Young, right? And I'm not even being rude there. I've said the same things about Ted Cruz. And there is some talk that Ted Cruz is thinking about running in 2028. I don't know what the man's going to do. Everyone has got to prepare for all the eventualities. You don't know how things are going to go. This is the political world. Hope springs eternal, and you must have an ego. Maybe that's why Bo is running. Maybe Bo is running because he wants to make a difference. What I know, Bo, is that the video you put out, yes, you took the hits because it didn't say, I think, what did it miss? I'm Bo Bai and I approve this message. It didn't have the disclaimers. You need to know, Bo, that you do not come off on this video as warm. You don't. You don't come off as natural, as relaxed, easy go. None of that. None of it. Now, maybe that's not who you are, right? Maybe you're a good guy and you could do the job. It's just this is not how you do it. Well, then do it how you do it. Don't pretend. You don't have to wear a shirt that says Indiana on it to prove to us, oh, he's just like us. No, you have to be like you and describe what it is you can do for us. That's just as a matter of politics. This was not the outing you wanted. This is not the way you wanted to introduce yourself. Twice. The article, I don't think, did you favors. And the video certainly didn't. Now, I'm going to want a Republican, most probably, to win that race. But it won't be Diego Morales. And allow me to tell the Republican Party, you're out of your heads if you're going to back him for getting that nomination again. You're out of your minds. Now, that doesn't mean they won't do it. This is the Republican Party of Indiana. Being out of their minds is part of their charm. You can get better. You deserve better. You have other opportunities. Take them. You needed to be Diego Morales? I've heard this argument. It's not an argument. It's really a bad idea. It's a bad idea. Just because you can get it done doesn't make it good. It's a bad idea. So why don't you stop thinking that way? I'll have much more on this subject in the weeks ahead, months ahead. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Hammer and Nigel.
America has a new favorite beer. It's Mick Ultra. If you remember, Modelo was the #1 beer in America.
They're blaming Trump.
The Trump administration's immigration policies have affected its sales.
Come on. At least Cracker Barrel came out and said, hey, we screwed up. We're going to go back to the way things were. Bud Light never did.
Hammer and Nigel, weekdays 3 till 7 on 93 WIBC and WIBC.com.
Hey, it's Hammer and Nigel here for Window Nation. October is here, and you know what it means. The return of all things pumpkin-flavored, earlier sunsets, and chilly air seeping into your home. That is, if you've got those old, stuck, cracked windows. Ready to eliminate annoying drafts once and for all? Reach out to the experts at Window Nation. This month, when you buy 2 windows, you'll get 2 more for free, and your total price includes 1-day installation. With Window Nation, you also won't have to make any payments for 2 years, which is a big deal with the holiday season coming up. Check it out at windownation.com.
Window Nation has an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, and that gives you the peace of mind when you're deciding on whether or not you're working with the right company. Put an end to your window problems with Window Nation. Now through October 31st, buy 2 windows, get 2 for free. And you don't pay anything for 2 years with Window Nation. Visit windownation.com today. That's windownation.com. Tell them Hammer and Nigel sent you.
Snapped a great photo? Witness something newsworthy?
Hey, there's some news.
You can text it right to the WIBC newsroom. Join the text club. Text WIBC to 317-239-9393.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, what are you doing?
Tony, I'm looking at the northwest side right now and checking out this exit southbound 65 at 465, and right now we have a crash, a jackknife semi-trailer. They've been able to straighten it a little bit, and it looks like traffic's starting to get by on the far left side of the ramp. We're doing it carefully, so it's going to be slow, and the backup right now is stretching back to West 79th Street, so no love here on the northwest side. Reroutes may be in order. I have one posted at Matt in traffic. On the south side, a crash, northbound 65 exiting the Prospect Morse. That has us backed up to Raymond. Crash coming out of the north split is eastbound as 70. That has us backed up to Fletcher Avenue. Traffic barely getting by this crash on eastbound 70. And then the stall west, it's going to be northbound 465 to Washington Street. That just cleared itself up. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off all products, plus 2.99% financing and an additional $550 off your project. Trust a local. Trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
66 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:46.
Do you suffer from sore feet, back, knee, or hip pain? The Good Feet Arch Support System has helped many people find relief, like Tim.
I'm always telling my colleagues who have sore feet, this is the greatest thing. I'll even take my shoe off and show them. And I believe in the product so much. When you have something that works, you kind of want to share it with people. It worked for me, maybe it can work for you.
Or do you wake up at night with heel pain, like Crystal?
I would wake up in the middle of the night with all kinds of pain in my heels and in my arch. So I went to the Good Feet store. And ever since then, I've been pain-free. I wear them every day. I wear them when I walk, at the gym, when I work. They're great.
Get back to walking, working, and exercising, and imagine a life without pain. No shots, no surgery, no medication. You've got nothing to lose but your pain. Stop into the Good Feet store today for a free fitting and test walk. We're located in Castleton by the Fashion Mall or in Greenwood, just off the 65.
Thanks to the Good Feet store. Thanks to the Good Feet store.
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things. Like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed. From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
The Biden administration is filled with some of the most crooked people we had ever seen in politics. Never mind the going after of President Trump and his team and going after trying to keep him from running for office. Never mind the silencing of Americans that took place regarding COVID vaccines, regarding Hunter Biden's laptop. Never mind the auto pen and the cabal that was running the country instead of Joe Biden. A doddering old man who deserves no respect. A family that hates him, and a Democratic Party that hates you. The story as reported by Fox News. Former special counsel Jack Smith, one of the people in charge of these indictments that fell apart. Jack Smith was allegedly tracking the private communications and phone calls of nearly a dozen Republican senators as part of his investigation into the January 6, 2021 riots. Lindsey Graham of South Carolina, Marsha Blackburn of Tennessee, Ron Johnson of Wisconsin, Josh Hawley of Missouri, Cynthia Lumens of Wyoming, Bill Hagerty of Tennessee, Dan Sullivan of Alaska, Tommy Tuberville, I never pronounce his name right, of Alabama, and Representative Mike Kelly of Pennsylvania. They spied on Americans. They spied on senators, monitored their phone calls. I mean, the document is right in front of me. FBI Special Agent Redacted conducted preliminary toll analysis on limited tolls records associated with the following U.S. senators. It's right there on the FBI letterhead, unclassified. The most untrustworthy people are those who are in the Biden administration. And they still have jobs at CNN and MSNBC, and they'll tell you, well, Trump this and Trump that. Don't ever let these people tell you anything. That is not to say that everything Trump does is great or everything Trump does you agree with. It's not to say that you don't want news. I'm saying that you should get news, not just from one source. I am saying that these people, whether it's John Brennan, James Clapper, Andrew McCabe, James Comey, Neera Tanden, these people cannot be trusted. And any news organization that is relying on them for any level of analysis, it can't be trusted. Now you know. Now I know what you're saying to me, Tony. I already knew. I'm good, Katz. I already knew which end was up. I'm not saying no. You did. But other people come to things when they come to things. And we have, we can do the job one way or another way. We can be people who are angry that others don't show up fast enough, or we can be the kind of people who say, hey, glad you're here. I'm a glad you're here kind of guy. There is no trust that can be given to MSNBC or CNN. Zero. What they would need to get trust is a Barry Weiss kind of move. Barry Weiss, who is now going to be the editor-in-chief of CBS News, that has CBS Newsroom all angered. Why? She's not a conservative. Barry Weiss isn't a conservative. She was with the New York Times, left the New York Times because she realized she can't speak freely at the New York Times. So then she started her own, the Free Press, and got the dollars and built the thing up because there was actual reporting going on. And now she's going to run CBS News, and she reports directly to the head of Paramount, or is it Skydance over there? Ellison, the son of Larry Ellison from Oracle. That's who owns that. She doesn't report to the president of CBS. No. She reports directly to the top guy. I assume to ensure some integrity in the newsroom. This has got lefties very upset. Barry Weiss is on the left. But she thinks that people should be telling a full and complete story. That is the sin. And that's exactly what we want, so it's actually not a sin. It's not. It's not a sin to say that what we need is the full and complete story, not the narrative. In every way, Joe Biden's administration was pitted against the American citizen. The American citizen mattered less. Your rights mattered less. Their power mattered more. Nothing mattered. How many more ways do they have to tell you? You trust those places at your own risk. You trust those places, you're out of your mind. Also, if you send your kids to the University of Wisconsin-Madison or Berkeley, you're out of your mind? Out of your mind. Now, I know that you... Hold on with the music there, Kylie. I know that I'm not going to get through to everybody, right? Liberal white women are not going to listen to me. So to the liberal white women of West Berkeley, West Clay, in Carmel is no longer West Clay. We now call it West Berkeley because these liberal white women are the worst. You're the ones who are going to keep watching that slop and think you're getting news. You're not. To the women of West Berkeley, CNN and MSNBC are not news. The people they bring in are frauds. Time for you to start recognizing the mistakes, fix them, and move on. You can't be supportive of this slop. Nah. And we can't let your ideology win elections in Carmel either. Matt Bear has traffic. What's up, Matthew?
Northwest side crash, jackknife semi southbound 65 of 465 backed up past 71st. Crash eastbound 70 coming out of the north split backed up to Fletcher. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off. Plus 2.99% financing. Get an additional $550 off your project. Trust a local, trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. Matt Bear, WIBC Traffic.
Pat Sullivan here for Gutter Helmet. Are you still putting screens on your gutters? You know, if the holes are too big, debris gets in and you're still cleaning your gutters. If the holes are too small, it sits on top and now you're cleaning the screens. I have Gutter Helmet on my home and it has no holes, slots, or screens. It keeps the debris out and the water in. Since 1981, Gutter Helmet has been America's #1 choice for gutter protection. Right now, Gutter Helmet is offering a 17% discount plus 12 months no interest financing if paid in full within 12 months. Call 800-5HELMET, that's 800-5HELMET, to schedule a free estimate. 17% off, restrictions apply, and cannot be combined with other offers. Call Gutter Helmet today at 800-5HELMET. That's 800-5HELMET or gutterhelmetindy.com and never clean your gutters again.
Football is back, and so are great hairlines. We Grow Hair Indy has helped former local professional football players get back in the game with full natural hair. You don't have to play pro ball to get pro-level results. Hey, it's Rob, and I knew I picked the right team when I needed a Hail Mary for my hair. I called We Grow Hair Indy. Whether you're tailgating, coaching, or watching from the couch, do it with confidence. Trade the sidelines for a hairline. Get back in the game at We Grow Hair Indy. Schedule your free evaluation today at WeGrowHairIndy.com. That's WeGrowHairIndy.com or call 317-522-2995. That's 317-522-2995. Enjoy being out and about this fall. Enjoy watching the games in person with your friends with confidence you haven't had in years. And you can do it with a trip to We Grow Hair Indy. 317-522-2995. 317-522-2995. Tell them Rob sent you.
Hi, this is Chris Cox, owner of Chimney Solutions Indiana. We're celebrating our 10th year in business. Call this month to take advantage of 10% off all chimney sweeps and inspections. We're also celebrating the opening of our new fireplace showroom on 86th Street and Lafayette Road. Come and experience our exclusive lines of wood-burning and gas fireplaces.
Call 317-757-6979 or chimneyindy.com.
Pat Sullivan here. It's that time of year in Indiana when you don't know if you need your AC unit blasting or your furnace to start kicking. Better have both prepared with a $49 AC unit and furnace tune-up from Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Is it sweater weather or tank top weather? Nobody knows. But we do know that you can ensure total comfort inside your home for only $49. Call Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling today at 641-HOPE. That's 641-HOPE.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Our electric bills have increased as much as $50 each month. Governor Mike Braun is driving bills even higher. Instead of helping families, Governor Braun is doubling down on costly coal, gas, and nuclear. That means more pricey power plants that Hoosiers like us have to pay for. Utilities get richer, we pay more. Something has to give. Go to StopMikesHikes.com today to send Governor Braun a message. Hoosiers need affordable energy, not a blank check for greedy utilities. Paid for by Citizens Action Coalition.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recyclers Studios, what Mark Sanchez's family is saying about his condition, what the person who was involved in the fight with Sanchez is saying, and what the Indianapolis City County Council said after a budget vote last night. After Fox News, you're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1, Indianapolis on a Tuesday morning. It's 7 o'clock.
It's October 7th, 2 years later. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
They wanted to make us suffer.
Eli Sharabi was among those Hamas kidnapped in the terror attack in Israel that also left nearly 1,200 people dead, and he tells Fox.
The rage and hate was everywhere. We've been humiliated daily basis. Sometimes it was violence against us. One day they broke my ribs.
Sharabi was set free in February, but Hamas still has 48 hostages. 20 are believed to be alive in Gaza, where the war the attack triggered rages on. But there are talks a second day in Egypt on a ceasefire plan.
They're negotiating, but not face-to-face. American, Egyptian and Qatari mediators trying to overcome differences between the warring parties. The main focus of discussion right now is one area where the two sides are said to be close to agreement: the release of the remaining hostages in exchange for Palestinian prisoners.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. Texas Governor Greg Abbott is deploying hundreds of National Guard troops to help the Trump administration, and the Republican tells Fox
the president has the constitutional responsibility to enforce the laws of the United States, and those laws include the immigration laws.
But Democrats in Illinois have filed suit to prevent a deployment to Chicago when a federal judge has blocked the president from sending troops to Portland, Oregon. The government shutdown is now in day 7 after funding votes again failed in the Senate. And while Democrats demand health care provisions be included, President Trump says,
we are speaking with the Democrats, and some very good things could happen with respect to health care.
Some air traffic controllers who have to keep working without pay have been calling out sick, leading to nearly 6,000 flight delays yesterday, 400 more this morning. A medical helicopter crashed last night onto a highway in Sacramento, California, critically injuring 3 people. One was trapped underneath.
The captain immediately sequestered the help of just civilians that were standing around. They were able to lift part of that helicopter out and get that victim out.
Sacramento Fire Captain Justin Sylvia. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What Mark Sanchez's family is saying: light rain on radar, 64 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 78. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:02. Before we get to that, it is a tough commute for people on the northwest side of Indianapolis this morning, as southbound I-65 is closed between I-465 and 56th Street for a jackknife semi-trailer. Matt Baer will have more coming up in a few minutes in the 93 WIBC Traffic Center. Mark Sanchez's family speaking out for the first time since the former NFL quarterback was stabbed early Saturday in downtown Indy. They say he's still receiving medical care. Sanchez remains hospitalized with serious injuries to his upper torso and is focused on his recovery, says his family. He was arrested Saturday afternoon. Meanwhile, the Marion County Prosecutor's Office charged him with a felony yesterday, upgrading the preliminary charges that he faced on Saturday. He's now facing 4 charges, including that felony. The grease truck driver who stabbed former NFL quarterback Sanchez in downtown Indy is now suing him.
He is also suing Fox Corporation, where Sanchez worked before the stabbing. The man says Fox should have known about Sanchez's bad behavior and propensity for drinking. The man, who is trying to keep his name private, says he suffered injuries and emotional distress from the fight. He wants a jury trial, including both compensatory and punitive damages. Jake McDaniel, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
The Indianapolis City County Council approved a nearly $2 billion budget for next year last night, marking the city's largest budget to date.
We formed a working group of just a few counselors who met almost a weekly basis for several months with the administration, took those discussions back to our caucus and got the input from them.
City County Councilor Dan Boots.
We were the ones who presented the caucus's position to address our priorities in the budget. And as was mentioned tonight, this is the first budget in our 6 years, my 6 years, Councilor Hart's 6 years, of where we were involved on the ground floor.
And if you're driving over potholes right now, you may be happy to know that the City County Council allocated $70 million to fill those things and purchase new snow removal equipment. Indianapolis Colts kicker Spencer Schrader done for the season after tearing his ACL and MCL, says head coach Shane Steichen.
You know, he was lights out for us. Obviously, he was, AFC Special Teams Player of the Month for the NFL. So just tremendous talent. So just in a very unfortunate situation.
And the Colts have 5 days to find a kicker. They play the Arizona Cardinals at home Sunday. And the Hoosiers, the 7th-ranked IU Hoosiers, go on the road for a big test with number 3 Oregon.
I expect Pons to be fine and play. We found out late in the week he wouldn't be available for the Iowa game.
And that's head coach Kurt Signetti talking about his cornerback D'Angelo Pons. Kickoff at 3:30 in Oregon Saturday. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 7:05. Traffic on the 5s. Good morning, Matt Beer.
What's happening, Ryan? Looking at the northwest side of southbound 65. Cleanup continues on a jackknife semi, and this is southbound 65 at 465, blocking 2 right lanes. The exit to southbound 465 partially blocked at the moment, and traffic is slow back to West 71st Street. Greenwood crash northbound 65 past County Line Road, and I'm told we have a vehicle that rolled, and it's in a ditch off the right side of the interstate. Slow back to the interchange, and then slow again going northbound 65 from Southport Road up to 465. That's because of construction. Crash south side northbound 65 heading to Morris Prospect. The off-ramp partially blocked. Crash eastbound 70 coming out of the north split, and that's blocking 2 right lanes, causing stop traffic back to the south split and on to eastbound 70. Traffic sponsored by Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. They've teamed up with the Indiana Fever and Common Threads to provide local schools with information for nutritious meal preparation. Learn more at anthem.com/fever. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies Incorporated. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish a TV meteorologist. What's going on?
Hey, good morning. Boy, we've got some soggy conditions out there. Rain a little bit light out there for most spots, but do anticipate more showers and thunderstorms later this afternoon. Nothing severe, but we could see some moderate to even heavier pockets of rain. High temps today in the low and middle 70s. Clouds decrease later tonight. We'll see temps fall to about 50. And then on Wednesday, look for mostly sunny skies. It's going to be a beautiful day with high temperatures into the upper 60s. Lots of sunshine and temperatures, again, right around normal for this time of year on Thursday with highs near 68.
That's Tara Hastings right there of Wish TV. Thank you, Tara. You're appreciated. You can go now.
Thank you. And thank you.
Just go. Go be free. Go live the life you were meant to lead.
I will.
Goodbye now. So long, Tara. Peace be with you. Always. 67 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:07.
This hour powered by Price Point Comfort Heating and Cooling, your independent American Standard Air dealer.
Slipping?
Losing your edge? It could be low T. Take action. Synergen X and Low T Center offer a quick free T test.
Get pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded, personalized by experts just for you. Most insurance covers it. The best you is waiting. TRTMVP.com.
As an IT professional, you have the opportunity to guarantee your data security, participate in 100% landfill-free disposal, and have peace of mind with R2 V3 certifications. Technology Recyclers provides guaranteed complete data destruction, 100% landfill-free disposal, and the certification to back it up. Protect your data while saving the planet. Receive a free pickup of your e-waste from Technology Recyclers. Visit tech-recyclers.com. That's tech-recyclers.com.
So there is a budget in Indianapolis, $1.7 billion. Look at us, it's balanced. Counselor Jared Evans, he's a Democrat, as quoted, saying nobody's happy. Nobody's going to an after party when we vote yes or no on this. I don't know if anybody was curious if you were happy, but if the argument is, right, nobody got everything that they want, there isn't enough money to go around, all that, okay. A lot of blaming around the state of SEA 1 and what's going on with property taxes. Yeah, no one's happy is right, Counselor Evans. No one is happy. Friends who have purchased houses who wonder in 5 years whether they're going to be taxed out of that house. That's where Indiana is right now. Real concern about what it is that the future holds. Whether or not there's going to be a place for them in the town in which they live. Tony Katz, did I say hello? Tony Katz, 93, WIBC. What's going on? How you doing? Live streaming, youtube.com/WIBC. Andy Nielsen says that the budget has potential for imperfect outcomes. I fully recognize that our constituents expect more. Well, hey, if you're going to try things, things might not work out the way you thought they would. I think the question before us is not the budget. I think the question before us is, what kind of city do you want? The council voted 17-8 in favor of the budget. All 6 Republicans voted against it. Christina Carlino, Democrat, and Jesse Brown, Communist, voted against it. The question before us is, what kind of city do you want? And what have you done to kind of enable that, I think, is the right question. And I don't think that's a question that the Democratic supermajority has ever answered. What kind of city are you looking for? You want an inclusive city? Well, I don't even think you know what that means. And I certainly don't think you've brought it at all. Far from it. So the question is, what is it that you are looking for? What is it that you're trying to do? What is it that you have spoken to constituents about? What is it that what vision are you trying to sell them? All I get is, we've got a balanced budget. I don't ever have, here's the city we're trying to build. It's been 11 years of Hogshead. The only thing he has built is a body count. So I don't know what you're after. I think that's part of the problem. Nobody cheers the budget passing. Nobody knows what it is you want to do. Nobody knows how you want to put your signature on the city. Nobody knows what it is you're after. That could be part of the problem. Or it could be that the people just vote for those who should not be running a city. That could also be it. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Well, the Fed just sounded the alarm. The stock market is dangerously overvalued. And if your retirement savings are tied up in the market, this could be the smart time to protect and grow your savings outside of Wall Street. Hey, one option gives you a 20% upfront bonus. It's got a competitive return that's averaged 10% annually for the last 10 years.
So here's the simple math. If you invest $200,000, you get an upfront $40,000 bonus. That's $240,000. That $240,000 could earn 10% or $24,000 in the first 12 months. So, in the first year, that original $200,000 could grow to $264,000. Get all the information from Bill Demery, your retirement guy. Call 317-648-5120. That's 317-648-5120. 648-5120. Bill Demery, your retirement guy.
Fall is in full swing at Wilson Farm Market. Bright mums, pumpkins, and gourds are waiting to bring color to your porch and table. Enjoy a fresh apple cider slush or Wilson's famous peach cider slush. The taste of fall in every sip. Inside, the ovens are busy with breads, pies, and treats you'll smell the moment you walk in. Hungry yet? Grab some crispy fried chicken or stop by the deli, salad bar, and cheese counter for easy meals to take home. Wilson Farm Market, right off US 31, just north of Westfield. Your fall favorites all in one stop.
eBay has reinvented vehicle buying. From click to curb, everything's covered. Ever try to buy a car online and end up in a parking lot with a stranger and some blind trust? That era is over. Now with Secure Purchase, eBay isn't just where you find your car. It's where you buy it, start to finish. Title, financing, registration, delivery, it's all built in. This is the modern way to buy your next ride on eBay. eBay. Things people love. Secure Purchase is powered by Caramel Dealer Services, LLC, an eBay subsidiary.
Custom jewelry is not out of reach with PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse. At PA Jewelers, you can customize any piece of jewelry for that special someone. PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse in Brownsburg. Gold, diamonds, gemstones, and of course those watches from Flederman Von Riest, assembled right here in Indiana. Custom designed jewelry with PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse. Custom jewelry made just for you. PA Jewelers, 3750 South Green Street in Brownsburg. 317-456-4010. PAJewelers.jewelry. Traffic on the fives. Matt Bear, what are you doing?
Looking at the northwest side, Tony, at southbound 65 at 465, a crash partially blocking the off-ramp to southbound 465. It's a jackknife semi. The right lane is closed right now on the through portion as you go southbound 65, continuing to downtown. Right now, no delay as we were able to kick open one of those lanes. Crash eastbound 70 leaving the north split, and that has two right lanes blocked. Traffic has stopped all the way down to the south split onto eastbound 72 Meridian, and a crash going into the south split on northbound 65. It's on the exit to Morse Prospect. That ramp is open. It is partially blocked. And now a crash on eastbound 70 before Sam Jones Expressway. Two left lanes blocked. Traffic is slow for about a half a mile. Crash Greenwood northbound 65 after County Line Road. A vehicle overturned. It's in the ditch off the right side of the interstate. The right shoulder is closed. Traffic sponsored by 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning. School has started, but summer temps are still here. Stay cool with 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating. 24/7 availability and free second opinions. Book now at onehourindy.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the fives. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
66 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:16. Gearing up for the popcorn moment, brought to you by Booher, Booher. BooherRemodeling.com. Your kitchen, your bathroom. My goodness gracious, if it's inside your four walls, Booher Remodeling, they are the call. An incredible team over at Booher for 2 decades, taking care of Central Indiana. They've done work for me. They redid a bathroom for me when I first moved into this house, and they're coming tomorrow to take a look at my kitchen. Booher Remodeling is the call that you make because what you want is the quality. They utilize the best materials. They've got the most skilled craftsmen. They back it up with a 2-year workmanship guarantee, and everything is on time. It's the removal of the stress. There's no stress. You know exactly what's happening every step of the way. You're increasing the value of your home and the value of your life with Booher Remodeling and the design expertise they have, because you've got an idea and they can show you how it could work just a little bit better, fit a little bit better, more what you envisioned in a way you never envisioned it. Booher Remodeling. talk to them right now. Their 5-step design process makes it easy. You know everything that's happening. The stress is gone. The result is amazing. Boer. 317-852-5546. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-852-5546. Boer Remodeling. 852-5546 or online at Boer. Booher. BoerRemodeling.com. That's where you go. The popcorn moment. Let's go. It's a story you need to hear to believe. Then grab your popcorn because there is more. There's a weird story about, well, I don't know if it's weird. They did a report. Is this through highway traffic safety, whatever they're called? This is Wright State University led a study where they took a look at drivers who were killed in car accidents. More than 40% of fatal vehicle accidents over the past 6 years, elevated levels of THC in the blood. They were high. More than 40% were high when they got into their car accident. That's a crazy number. The story at Fox News, you can find it over at TonyKatz.com, where I've got the show sheet every single day. Subscribe over there. It's free. TonyKatz.com, and you will get all this stuff each and every morning, Monday through Friday. You're welcome. I do it because I love. I don't know what to say. Do I not realize exactly how many people are recreationally smoking weed every day? I could smell it if I'm in Chicago or if I'm in New York. And this is why on the legalization thing, yeah, Indiana's the last holdout. There's a real question of what it is we actually want. Do we want people smoking it on the street? Yes or no? Because I'm going to vote for no. If only because I think you're telling a story about your streets. I don't think that's a story told with cigarettes or, in my case, cigars. You know, if everybody was walking around Indy smoking a pipe, we'd be like, oh, that smells great. If everybody was smoking a crack pipe, we'd feel differently. There's a real question to be asked. This brings us to New York, where they are engaging a mayor's race. They are convinced that they should elect a communist. And like all commies, your money belongs to them. And how are they going to spend it?
To afford the more than 12% increase in rent-stabilized apartments under this Mayor Adams administration, and struggle to afford what has now grown more than $20,000 a year in childcare costs. And so what we are releasing today is the cost-saved calculator, where you can go to Zohran for nyc.com/calculator and see just how much each of these big three items will save you in your lives. Because when it comes to free buses, each rider will save over $2,000 a year. That's $1.3 billion a year for all riders. When it comes to universal child care, we're speaking about $22,200 a year, which together is $5.5 billion for every New Yorker across this city. And when it comes to a rent freeze, we are speaking about $1,750 saved every single year. And together that amounts to more than $1.7 billion in its first year. These are the figures that add up in the lives of New Yorkers. These are the figures that together would save the people of this city more than $8 billion.
Free buses, free health care, and telling people who own property what it is they're allowed to make each and every year. That's Mamdani's New York. That's how the political left wants America. But you know nothing's free. You know nothing's free, so how does this happen? They tax other people. What he's telling you is from each according to their measure, to each according to their need. It's pure Marxism without any type of hiding. And they're like, oh, this is the better way to do it. And then these people move out of New York. Now, what Mamdani thinks is that they're not going to move. And this is his answer. Oh, they're not going to leave. Of course they're going to leave. The problem is they're going to go to other places and think that these policies like these, not as extreme, are good. The problem with every one of these people who leave Chicago, leaves Los Angeles, leaves San Francisco, leaves New York, is they come someplace else so they can actually be free with their money and then decides what you should be able to do with your money. I mean, this is the problem with the liberal women in West Berkeley. I know, it's West Clay, but they're so leftist, we now call it West Berkeley. It's what it is. They are the problem. The leftist women of Carmel, they're the problem. Oh, don't get me wrong, Brownsburg, Greenwood, Irvington, all the problem. Liberal white women are an absolute problem. I just don't want them. I don't want those people moving from New York here. The businesses, the people who actually want to survive and grow something, I think we should be proactive in bringing them here. As a matter of fact, I don't know why we aren't right now knocking on doors in New York saying, hey, what are you doing here? Mamdani's going to win. This whole place is going to suck. Come to Indiana. Don't bring any of the stupid politics with you. Say it just like that. Just move your business to Indiana. Are we doing that? Governor Braun, do we need someone to do that? I'll do it. I'll do a 3-day trip. We'll recognize 12 businesses, right, 4 a day. We'll make 4 appointments a day. I'll actually work a full day as opposed to some of these people we see in government. And I'll knock on doors and say, hey, you should bring your business to Indiana. None of the politics. We don't want any of that crap. Oh, you think that's smart? Bless your heart. We'll go on to the next business. Of course we should be doing this. We should be aggressive about this. We shouldn't even be shy. We should send out press statements. We're coming for your business, New York, because your city sucks and we're better. Nobody wants to live in your garbage. But sorry, we won't take the people. No. We're not taking these lefty losers. We already have enough of those in West Berkeley. Thank you. We're good. Right? We should be aggressive about this. Aggressive. But understand what Mamdani is saying. Mamdani is saying, as long as we can steal from others, then everything is good and we're somehow doing right. No respect at all. Why am I not a communist? Why am I not a Marxist? Why am I not a progressive? This is why. It's stealing. And they're proud of it. They think it's decent. Holy cow. I think we should go to New York, go to Chicago, and offer these businesses a better way. And I think Governor Braun should appoint me to do it right now. As a matter of fact, I don't even know why he hasn't called yet. Matt Barris got traffic. What's up, Matty Boo Boo?
Northwest side, southbound 65 of 465. It is a crash. Jackknife semi blocking the right lane. Delay has cleared out. Still a little bit slow going northbound 465 on the northwest side from 74 up to I-65. Crash downtown eastbound 70 in the north split, and that's blocking 2 right lanes. We are stopped down to the south split and onto eastbound 70 back to Meridian Street. West side crash. This is trouble. Eastbound 70 before Sam Jones Expressway. It blocks 2 left lanes. Only 1 lane to get by right now, and traffic is jammed back to 465. That is a 19-minute delay at the moment. Southside crash on the exit from northbound 65 to Morris. The ramp is open, partially blocked, slow back to Raymond. Greenwood crash, northbound 65 after County Line Road. A car is overturned in the right shoulder ditch. A little bit of a slowdown as you make your way through there. Crash at 38th Street to the west of 465. That's on the east side. So east 38th Street, west of 465. And another crash on the west side. Country Club Road at West 21st. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off all products plus 2.99% financing at an additional $550 off your project. Trust a local, trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Coming up on the Hammer and Nigel show, more fallout from the Mark Sanchez arrest. Plus, is the government still shut down? 3 o'clock, 93 WIBC.
By now, you've heard about IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you, and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money, you deserve it, and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220. That's Tony Katz to 46220. Or visit indianaunclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
Fall in Indiana is prep season. The time to get your home ready before the temperatures drop and snow gets here. Your roof, your siding, your gutters, your window problems, they're not going to fix themselves. One missing shingle turns into a leak. A clogged gutter will lead to an ice dam. Drafty siding or bad insulation means sky-high heating bills all winter long. That's why you need Moss Roofing. M-O-S-S, mossroofing.com. Family owned right here in Indiana for over 30 years. Moss Roofing gives you a free, no obligation inspection. They'll spot the problems now before the cold settles in, so you're not scrambling in January. And here's a bonus. Thanks to new energy tax credits and Indiana Energy Saver rebates, you can save big on insulation and efficiency upgrades. That's money back in your pocket while protecting your home. Do not wait. Call Moss Roofing today, 317-747-3665. Tell them Tony Katz sent you, 317-747-3665. Moss Roofing. Get your home ready, winter ready, this fall with people you could trust every single time. 317-747-3665 or online at Moss, M-O-S-S, mossroofing.com.
Struggling with chronic joint pain? Don't want risky surgery or endless pills? QC Kinetics is your answer. Our non-invasive treatment stimulates your body's own biologics and has a fantastic success rate without lengthy recovery or harmful medications. Ready to live your life pain-free? Go to qckinetics.com/Indianapolis or call 317-559-PAIN and get a no-obligation consultation. Whether it's stem cell, PRP, or a number of other revolutionary therapies, QC Kinetics should be the last call you make. Call 317-559-PAIN.
eBay has reinvented vehicle buying. From click to curb, everything's covered. Ever try to buy a car online and end up in a parking lot with a stranger and some blind trust? That era is over. Now with Secure Purchase, eBay isn't just where you find your car. It's where you buy it, start to finish. Title, financing, registration, delivery, it's all built in. This is the modern way to buy your next ride on eBay. eBay. Things people love. Secure Purchase is powered by Caramel Dealer Services, LLC, an eBay subsidiary.
Fostech is American-made firearms made right here in Indiana. American craftsmanship meets cutting-edge innovation. Their lightweight AR-15s are incredible, and they don't sacrifice dependability or durability. Advanced machining capabilities create incredible products, and they are all designed, machined, assembled, and tested right here in Indiana. Fostech, owned by a family that has served and loved their country. Find a dealer near you or visit Fostech.com. That's F-O-S-T-E-C-H, Fostech.com. Use promo code WIBC for 10% off your order.
At Price Point Comfort, we promise you'll never be sold something you don't need. Call us at 317-455-1124 or see us at PricePointComfort.com.
Price Point Comfort is your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air dealer.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
A lawsuit and a new charge. Light rain on radar, 64 degrees on Monument Circle, high of 78. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:31. The grease truck driver who stabbed former NFL quarterback Mark Sanchez in downtown Indianapolis is suing him and his employer. Fox Sports saying the attack left him permanently disfigured. Perry Toll, who's 69 years old, filed a lawsuit on Monday seeking damages for the incident that happened behind a hotel along a street at about 12:30 a.m. Saturday. Sanchez was in town to cover the Colts-Raiders game when the lawsuit says he appeared intoxicated and started a fight with Toll. On Monday, the Marion County Prosecutor's Office charged Sanchez with an additional charge of felony battery resulting in serious injury. The court hearing that was supposed to happen this morning will not. Sanchez is scheduled to appear in court on November 4th for a hearing. Attorney General Pam Bondi is set to appear before the Senate Judiciary Committee. Fox's Ryan Schmelz has a preview.
The Senate Judiciary Committee is set to hear from President Trump's top law enforcement official amid a government shutdown. Pam Bondi could take a number of questions related to former FBI Director James Comey, who's now facing a grand jury indictment over allegations of giving false testimony to Congress. The Attorney General could also face questions about her handling of the case involving Jeffrey Epstein. Bondi was also supposed to appear before the House Judiciary Committee this week. That hearing has been postponed.
And President Trump and his administration say they continue to have trouble with Chicago as the National Guard is headed to Chicago this morning. At least 3 people seriously injured when a medical helicopter crashed in California last night in Sacramento.
The lucky portion for us, I'd say, is the fact that the helicopter did not catch on fire.
And that is Sacramento Fire Chief Justin Sylvia said the outcome could have been much worse. It's been 2 years since the attack by Hamas on southern Israel.
It was October 7th, 2023, when 6,000 Gazans breached the border wall with Israel. 1,195 people were massacred. There were dozens of rapes and sexual assaults. Today, 20 living hostages and the bodies of 28 others are still held by Hamas militants in Gaza. Across the Red Sea in Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt, indirect talks are taking place in an attempt to end the war that's waged these last 2 years and bring those hostages home. For Palestinians, it's been 2 years of displacement and hunger. Tens of thousands reported dead from Israel's military strikes aimed at destroying Hamas. Jonathan Savage, Fox News.
And sports on WIBC. Indianapolis Colts tight end Tyler Warren is proving to be a key weapon for head coach Shane Steichen, who says Warren's versatile skill set opens up a world of options for the offense.
Putting him in the backfield, lining him out wide, the route tree, everything. He can run everything, the underneath stuff, the deep stuff. As a ball carrier, trying to find ways to do that if they fit. It's a very, nice luxury to have because he is so talented.
And Warren caught his first NFL receiving touchdown in Sunday's win over the Las Vegas Raiders. The Colts did suffer one loss in that game. Spencer Schrader, the kicker, tore his ACL and MCL. He is out for the season. The Colts host the Arizona Cardinals Sunday. The Jacksonville Jaguars beat the Kansas City Chiefs on Monday night 31-28. Both the Jags and the Colts are 4-1 up top the AFC South. A top 10 clash in college football Saturday. Number 3 Oregon, number 7 Indiana. Head coach Curt Cignetti.
They are big. They are athletic. They are a very good football team. We're a good football team.
And both teams are 5-0. Saturday's kickoff at 3:30, and the Indiana Pacers on the road tonight for preseason play. This is a preseason opener against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. At 7:35, traffic on the 5s. What are you watching, Matt Bear?
Right now it's the west side, Ryan. Eastbound 70 crash between 465 and Sam Jones Expressway. 2 left lanes are closed. And traffic has stopped past the interchange. Our delay time at the moment is 25 minutes. Northwest side, southbound 65 at 465. Crash blocking the right lane. This was a jackknife semi-trailer. The trailer has been straightened and no delay at the moment. There is a slowdown making your way through. South side, northbound 65 to Morris. Crash on the exit ramp. It is open. Traffic slow past Raymond. Crash in the north split. It's eastbound as 70 as you're just made your split going towards the east side. Eastbound 70 crash, north split, 2 right lanes blocked. Traffic stopped back into the south split and back to Meridian on eastbound 70. Crash clear south side, northbound 65 after County Line Road. Crash at 38th Street, west of 465 on the east side. And a crash on the west side. This is Country Club Road at 21st. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off all products plus 2.99% financing and an additional $550 off your project. Trust a local, trust employee-owned, trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
66 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. That's what we've got. The time is 7:37.
Whenever I'm out a-wandering, chasing a rainbow dream, I often stop and think about a place I've never seen.
Today on the marketplace, Hag. I think that's how you pronounce it. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. During downtime, clearing my head, getting ready for what's next on the show, I find myself on Facebook Marketplace. The Marketplace has it all. Cool stuff, odd stuff, weird stuff, strange stuff. All sorts of stuff is there on the Marketplace. The whole Marketplace segment brought to you by IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's your cash. Go and get it. IndianaUnclaimed.gov. That's where you go. It's fast, easy, free to use. Honestly, it's your money. Go get your money. My gosh, what are you waiting for? IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Matt Bear he's not on the live stream, so I don't know what happened to him. Is he missing? Is Matt Bear out of operation right now?
Hello.
Oh, hey.
Still here. Still here.
Yeah, but I just turned on the live stream, so I don't know if everything was all right.
Oh, okay. No, I'm fine. Thank you for asking, Tony. Warms my heart.
I was very, very, very concerned. Hey, Matt, there's this. They all say Hag on them.
Great Christmas gift.
There's Matt on the live stream. Look at him. Look at him looking so dang handsome. Sure. This is a cup and saucer set. Vintage 1970s design from Italy. Fragile. This is it's like espresso cups. And they all say Hag on them. And I had to look it up because I didn't know what was going on. It seems that this is an Italian brand of coffee. It's an instant coffee. There's is it all decaf? No, there's classic, there's decaf, there's stuff that'll work in your Nespresso. Ooh, I have one of those. I should try this. All sorts of things going on here. So this they make coffee is what they do, and you can get their coffee. It's called Cafe Hag.
Ooh, yes.
That's a terrible name for coffee. We can agree, right?
I mean, surely there's an Italian equivalent as far as words go that maybe Hag means something else in Italian. I'm thinking.
For those of you who know the Italian, let us know.
Text line.
Us know. The only thing Matt Bear knows in Italian he learned from Family Guy, boppity boopy.
Boppity boopy.
That's all he knows. That's all. We're gonna get hate mail.
I know Palermo. That's a word.
Okay, it's a place.
Well,
you know what?
It's still. I mean,
let's leave it be.
Okay.
So this is 5 beautiful 70s advertising cups of Cafe Hag. I think it's pronounced that. In orange and white porcelain.
Hag.
It is a coffee of German production, decaffeinated, created in 1905. It's all decaf?
Well, it's just that's felonious.
Oh, listen, Matt. We've got your coffee, which I still have bags of, which I think I'm going to just now give away. I have to remind me. We've got a donation to make, so I have to make it in your name.
Yeah, where can people buy the coffee?
That's just it.
Okay,
that is just it. We have some. We do need to, I think, honestly, I think we just need to set up someplace. I bought this round. Let's just give people coffee. We'll
need
set
an
up
event.
someplace, and we'll just give people coffee. And then if they want to donate, they can. Maybe we'll just set it up in the MS lobby. People can come in and make a donation, although that might not be a safe thing to do. Let strangers into the MS lobby.
No, I wouldn't have a problem with it. Other people might. Other people might not like it, but I'd have fun.
It's because I have some bags left. The coffee's fantastic. The Matt Bear breakfast blend.
Yes, it is fantastic. Coffee. Road Rage will make you run through a brick wall.
True story. That's one of the brands. We have Road Rage and we have Joyride.
Yeah.
But this is the way to drink it in these very, very distinctive coffee cups. There's 5 of them with 5 saucers. $25. Are you in or you out?
I'm in. Why not? I think these are fun. I could repackage them and give it as a Christmas gift. Hag in Italian means sorceress, so I'd be the sorceress of my heart. Yeah, Hag means strega, which is sorceress in Italian. So you're actually calling somebody a sorceress instead of a hag. So you have to do a little explaining after you give the gift, but I think it'd be well worth the trip.
Is that, by the way, did you look that up? Is that accurate?
Strega. Yeah, Hag means strega in Italian. Strega. Streganona. You remember Streganona?
All right. To everybody who knows Italian, is Matt Bear right or is Matt Bear wrong?
100%.
Wrong.
Right. No.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. Striga. Everybody knows this, especially Sorceress.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
It's right there. It's right there on the marketplace. You can find everything we do in the marketplace listed at WIBC.com. Check it out for yourself. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
When you wake up,
You understand this is about money. 1,000%. They started this.
when you work,
As long as the category was all Bruce Springsteen all the time.
I told you I think I could win a game of Jeopardy. I could not go on a run.
when you drive home,
Is it time to try something new, you think? Because it hasn't worked, and maybe try something new.
traffic when you need it,
Stopped on 465 again.
and updates all the time.
I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go.
Stay in the know wherever you go with 93 WIBC.
Fall is in the air, and that means winter weather is right around the corner, and AAA Hoosier Motor Club wants to help make sure your car is ready. I remember dead winter, freezing cold parking garage down here at work. My battery just died. Within 40 minutes, AAA came by, put in a brand new battery, and had me on my way. AAA is hosting a free winter car check event Thursday, October 9th from 11 to 2 behind the Fashion Mall. Experienced technicians will check your lights, wipers, fluids, battery, and even more. It's free to anyone, and you don't have to register in advance. You got to love AAA.
Like their legendary emergency roadside assistance, flat tire, dead battery, run out of gas, lock your keys in the car, you name it, AAA is there for you 24/7, 365 days a year. I'm a member. You should be a member. Visit AAA.com. 844-GO, AAA GO, or stop by your local AAA office.
Hey, Hammer and Nigel here. Guys, you can feel your energy slipping away, losing what makes you you. It could be low testosterone. You got to take action now. Synergen X and Low T Center can help reclaim your energy with a quick and simple free T-test. So visit a local Synergen X or Low T Center and receive pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded like the other clinics. Experienced providers increase your testosterone to the level that is right just for you.
Treatment is covered by most major health insurance. Book that free T-test right now at trtmvp.com. If your energy is slipping away, it could be low testosterone. Synergen X and Low T Center offer a quick, free T-test. Get pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, personalized by experts just for you. Most insurance covers it. The best you is waiting. trtmvp.com. That's trtmvp.com.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, what are you doing?
Eastbound 70 approaching Sam Jones Expressway. That's a crash. And it's blocking 2 left lanes, causing stop traffic back to 465, a 10-minute delay. Northbound at 65 on the south side, crash exiting to Morris, and that ramp is open. It's partially blocked. Eastbound 70 crash coming out of the north split. That has traffic jammed back into the south split and onto eastbound 70 back to Meridian. Crash southbound 65 going to 465. It was a jackknife semi-trailer. Life is improved up here. The ramp is partially blocked, but I'm told that all lanes have reopened. Inbound 69, 8-minute delay, 116th Street to 465. And southbound 65 now jammed up after 38th Kessler down to MLK. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off all products plus 2.99% financing and an additional $550 off your project. Trust a local, trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We've got 67 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:46.
Of all the times to buy new Lincoln, right now is the very best time at Tom Roush Lincoln. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months on 2025 Lincoln Corsair, Nautilus, or Aviator. Plus get a $1,000 Tom Roush Trade Assist bonus. So come get that new Lincoln from Tom Roush Lincoln, where our family's been serving yours for over 53 years.
Subject to credit approval. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for complete offer details. Offer ends 10/31/2025.
David was in big trouble with the IRS.
At first, I didn't owe that much, but after this year, it was out of control.
Then David called Get a Tax Lawyer.
Right away, they were like, oh yeah, looks like you're qualified to save.
Get a Tax Lawyer went to work.
Should have called way sooner.
Get a Tax Lawyer has helped thousands like David fight the IRS and get a fresh start.
Call 800-745-3070. That's 800-745-3070.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
There's one name for every home system: Chapman. Heating, air conditioning, plumbing, drains, electrical, and now proudly serving Bloomington. Remember the man for all seasons, and now more reasons. Chapman. ChapmanHeating.com.
Have you heard? The Staples Easy button is back with even more easy. Press it for custom prints, shipping services, even passport photos. Staples. That was easy.
Forget digging through clutter to find what matters. The WIBC Daily Newsletter puts the biggest local stories and exclusive show moments in your inbox and lets you skip the scroll. Sign up by clicking Connect at WIBC.com.
So Illinois is suing because they don't want President Trump to be able to move National Guard troops into Chicago. A federal judge isn't going to block National Guard troops from going into Chicago. And the chief of police in Chicago says, "You're all completely insane. We've got a problem here. Let's fix this." I got it right? I thought I had it right. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. The chief there in Chicago, letting people know you can't mess around here. If you ram any vehicle, especially one that contains law enforcement agents, and that's any law enforcement, and you do this intentionally, this is considered deadly force. That's from Larry Snelling, Chicago Police Department Superintendent. Deadly force is anything that can cause great bodily harm or death. When you plow into a vehicle that contains law enforcement agents, you are using deadly force, and they can use deadly force in response to stop you. Right. Good. Maybe not everybody's crazy. These violent people who think that they are decent and good need to be stopped. We aren't going to have a division of the nation like this. You don't get to try and tear it down. I think that we should tear these people down. If that's the fight, that's the fight. And they're not good. They're not valuable. They're not telling the story. They're not persuading people. They're saying we will physically attack you until you do what we tell you to. That's not a society. Well, they're just rioting because the riot is the language of the unheard. You mean like January 6th? No. You can bastardize Martin Luther King Jr. all you wish, but that dog won't hunt here. The story here is that these people want to tear down society and we should stop them. Your job, as I see it, my job as I see it, is to ensure that we're doing everything possible to stop them within the confines of the law. And that means voting for people who ensure that we will keep removing people illegally in the country and we will stop these violent people from trying to overthrow a nation. For step one is who we vote for. I have said it numerous times. The only way out is through. That doesn't mean being helpless. It doesn't mean just sitting by and waiting for all the madness to end. That's not what it means. The only way out is through. Doesn't mean that we are helpless. We are aware of who is causing the damage, aware of who is causing the problem, aware of who is the enemy of America and who is truly un-American. These people aren't Americans. They may be American citizens on the paperwork, but in the attitude, the only answer is to destroy the nation. I'm sorry, that is not American. That's like saying that when Thomas Jefferson said the tree of liberty needs to be watered from time to time with the blood of tyrants and patriots, he actually meant go about rioting. No, he was mocking those who didn't recognize, at least that's my reading of it, that you have this new nation, you have this opportunity. You don't need to do that. We just did that with the British. We could do it better. It wasn't about saying, hey, rip it all down. Ripping it all down was the declaration and a conversation of when the government fails you, when the government has not left you any way to breathe or to move. The problem is the people that we are engaged in this quote-unquote debate with, and remember, they're violent, so they're not even debating, don't believe in that government. They don't believe in a republic. They don't believe in free speech. They think it's okay to kill the people you disagree with. Step one is the vote. Make sure you vote. School board, mayor, town council, president, vice president, governor, lieutenant governor, secretary of state, all of it. Then engage in the persuasion. And then tell your kids, sorry, I'm not sending you to University of Wisconsin-Madison or Columbia. No. These places are progressive farms, and the answer is no, you're not going there. But my friends are going there. I don't care, but I have 2 years left to graduate. Don't care. Love your kids more. That's my take. You don't have to sit idly by. That's nuts. Matt Bear has got traffic. What's up, Matty Boo Boo?
All right, Tony, looking at southbound 65. This is new. Southbound 65 at MLK, just picking it up, crash, and we check out the camera. The left shoulder, left lane is blocked, and this has us backed up to 38th Street, Kessler Boulevard. Also a crash eastbound 70 coming out of the north split. Crash eastbound 70 before Sam Jones, backed up past 465. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off all products, plus 2.99% financing and an additional $550 off your project. Trust a local, trust employee owned, trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Indy, don't use the beautiful fall to paint. Do what Deanna did. She called Rhino Shield.
I was noticing some cracks and the paint's faded. I was like, okay, I think I should get my house painted. So my neighbor had a Rhino Shield placard in the yard. And after they were finished, I was just, wow. With the warranty and everything, it just seemed silly not to go that route.
The ceramic coating of Rhino Shield is specifically formulated for our climate.
So the Rhino Shield crew came out. Nothing was damaged in the process. I was very happy. They just didn't leave a mess. You couldn't even tell they were there. And the house looked so different. It just looked like a new home.
Backed by a 25-year transferable warranty. And now get the protection of Rhino Shield for 15% off the regular price.
Rhino Shield, I think it increases the value and the curb appeal of your home. Definitely worth it.
Here's Rhino Shield's Shane Smith.
This offer is limited, so call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint.
Don't vinyl.
Go Rhino.
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
It's Terry Stacy. How many of you started the year with good intentions of losing weight and getting in shape by spring? Well, if you didn't hit that goal, Exercise Inc. can help. Exercise Inc. has been helping people get stronger, build muscle, lose weight, and transform their health for over 20 years. The program works, and guess what? It only takes 20 minutes a week. Their unique training method was developed in an osteoporosis research study to help prevent bone mineral loss in older women. The women in the study ended up getting very strong in a short amount of time. When the method was applied to normal, healthy adults, both men and women got a lot stronger. Their Simple 9 nutritional program has helped their clients lose over 37,000 pounds since 2013, and they've seen clients lower their blood pressure, improve their blood sugar, and get off prescription meds. Their coaches are professional. Their gyms are private. Get started now before summer gets here. Locations in Avon, Brownsburg, Fishers, Greenwood, and Zionsville. Change your life in 20 minutes a week. Go to exerciseinc.com.
I'm with Applied Innovation customer David Band, Vice President of Communications for Volunteers of America, an organization that supports veterans, seniors, and families with affordable housing.
We rely on Applied Innovation for a multitude of services, from IT support through our multifunctional devices. These devices are supremely important to our innovation and our ability to serve our clients.
Applied Innovation's culture means being involved in their local communities.
The Applied Innovation staff is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, whether they are supporting our mission, supporting our events, events or helping us with what we need. It's not often we can find an organization that quote unquote just gets it.
The benefit of Applied Innovation support?
Bottom line benefit is I can get out there, I can engage with the community and help spread the mission and help people that need our services, veterans, seniors, and families.
Looking for a company that simply gets it? Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedinnovation.com. Applied Innovation, office technology made simple from a partner you can trust.
Hi, this is Denny Smith, and it's time to get ready for spooky season by getting rid of all that spooky dirt, grime, and mess. Halloween brings out the best in people, but it also brings out some pretty scary crud from all the foot traffic. So how about calling in the cleaning pros at Zero-Res? This October, they've got an unbelievable deal. 3 rooms, Zero-Resified, starting at just $129, plus 15% off dryer vent and air duct cleaning. And speaking of air ducts and dryer vents, did you know October has Fire Prevention Week? The U.S. Fire Administration reports thousands of home fires start in clogged dryer vents every year. Let's not let spooky turn into smoky, folks. Whether it's carpets, tile, vents, or ducts, Zero-Res makes it easy. No soap, no harsh chemicals, just clean that stays clean, thanks to their amazing ZR water. Now mention WIBC, get your 3 rooms cleaned starting at just $129 and take 15% off your vent cleaning while you're at it. Call 317-388-5141. Schedule online at ZeroResIndy.com. That's ZeroResIndy.com.
Hi, this is Chris Cox, owner of Chimney Solutions, Indiana. We're celebrating our 10th year in business. Call this month to take advantage of 10% off all chimney sweeps and inspections. We're also celebrating the opening of our new fireplace showroom on 86th Street and Lafayette Road. Come and experience our exclusive lines of wood-burning and gas fireplaces.
Call 317-757-6979 or chimneyindy.com.
You ready to build your custom dream home? Check out Joyner Homes based out of Greenfield. See one of their model homes in person anytime. It is a great way for you to experience the customization and quality of a Joyner Homes custom built home. Plus, you can meet with a new home specialist to learn about their building process. Available lots if you don't already have one. Find out about floor plans and where they build. Model homes are open 7 days a week from noon to 5 and walk-ins are welcome. Find out more at joynerhomes.com.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recyclers Studios, the Indianapolis City County Council passes a big budget, but not everybody's happy. What Mark Sanchez's family is saying about his injuries and what the man who got in a fight with him is doing about that after Fox News. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1, Indianapolis on a Tuesday morning. Capital City, it's 8 o'clock.
They are mourning October 7th in Israel. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
And we are still fighting 2 years later, as you said. 2 years later, and they're still not here.
Liron Berman's brothers are among the 48 hostages Hamas still holds, kidnapped in the terror attack that killed nearly 1,200 others and triggered the war in Gaza. And though he's hopeful about talks continuing today in Egypt on a ceasefire plan that would free all those hostages, Berman also tells Fox.
Until they are here, they are not yet here. So a lot can happen.
The government shutdown is now on its 7th day, with Congress still in a stalemate over funding. Hundreds of thousands of federal workers off the job, but those deemed essential have to work without pay, like air traffic controllers, and some have been calling out sick. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy just told Fox.
I want our controllers to go to work. That's their job. They're important jobs. Eventually, they're going to get paid. But we got to be honest, they're humans, and they're under pressure.
There are almost 500 flight delays so far this morning after almost 6,000 yesterday, in part because of those controller sickouts. The Trump administration is going to appeal the federal judge's ruling blocking the president from deploying National Guard troops to Portland, Oregon, where protests have raged on against immigration raids. Fox's Mark Meredith is at the White House.
It's unclear how long the appeals process may stretch on for and how the higher courts may rule. The confusion certainly has the president looking at other options. He told reporters on Monday he may invoke the Insurrection Act at some point and deploy the military.
If people were being killed and courts were holding us up, or governors or mayors were holding us up, sure, I'd do that.
Democrats in Illinois have also filed suit to block troops from being sent there, but Texas Governor Greg Abbott, a Republican, is deploying his guard to back up the Trump administration. They handed out the Nobel Prize for Physics this morning, shared by 3 scientists in the U.S. for their work in what's called quantum tunneling that's helped develop digital technology. Friday, we'll find out who gets the Nobel Peace Prize. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
A fight, a lawsuit, and reactions. Light rain on radar, 64 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 78. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 8:02. The man who stabbed Fox Sports analyst and former football player Mark Sanchez in downtown Indy last weekend is now suing him and his employer, Fox Sports, saying the attack left him permanently disfigured. Perry Toll, who is 69 years old, filed the lawsuit Monday seeking damages for the incident, which happened right after midnight Saturday morning behind a hotel. And according to the suit, Sanchez, who was in town covering the Indianapolis Colts Las Vegas Raiders game, appeared intoxicated and got into an altercation with Toll while he was doing his job behind the Westin Hotel. Sanchez's family reacting this morning, saying he's still recovering, and they're thanking police and first responders who helped him. Meanwhile, on Monday, the Marion County Prosecutor's Office said this.
There's a supporting probable cause affidavit which was filed with the court, which outlines the additional information which we have received thanks to the effort of IMPD, and that's why we were able to file the charges.
And that is Ryan Mears announcing a felony charge against Sanchez.
Once we were provided with additional information about the victim's current medical condition, it became clear to us that additional charges needed to be filed.
So now Sanchez is facing 4 charges, 1 additional felony, and the court appearance that was scheduled for this morning has been canceled and rescheduled to November 4th when there will be a pre-trial hearing. The Indianapolis City County Council passed a nearly $2 billion budget last night.
Right now I'm absolutely enraged by how they silenced so many voices by calling the question and then passing that movement to do that. I didn't even, as the minority leader, have an opportunity to speak because I was letting my other counselors in my caucus speak before I did.
Brian Mowry from the City County Council.
This has been an absolute apparent display of power by them. Councilor Gibson, the one that wants to rubber stamp everything the mayor does, is now going to go out and censor and silence so many voices, is absolutely disgusting.
But the mayor's office says this budget is not only on time, but balanced. The 7th-ranked IU football team getting ready to hit the road and play number 3 Oregon.
Indiana Hoosier head football coach Kurt Cignetti was asked on Monday how he's preparing for this game compared to other games.
I say it all the time, you prepare for them all the same. Otherwise, you'd be doing a disservice to your team if you're all in one game and not all in on another. From that standpoint, it's pretty much the same.
He says Oregon is big, fast, strong, and athletic, but he's also confident in his own team.
They've been around the block, and most of them have been in games like this before.
The game kicks off at 3:30 Eastern Time Saturday afternoon. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
The Indianapolis Colts may have won on Sunday, beating the Las Vegas Raiders 40-6, but they lost. They lost their kicker, Spencer Schrader, who tore up his knees, done for the year. The Colts have 5 games or 5 days to find a kicker for their game on Sunday against the Arizona Cardinals. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. At 8:05, traffic on the 5s. Here's Matt Baer.
All right, Ryan, eastbound 70 exiting the north split. This is a crash blocking 2 right lanes. Traffic is stopped to the south split. Traffic is stopped to Meridian eastbound 70. Then on the west side, crash eastbound 70 approaching Sam Jones Expressway. Again, multiple lanes are blocked. In this case, 2 left lanes are closed and traffic is stopped to 465. Hendricks County, good morning. Crash eastbound 70 on the approach to 267. Right lane is blocked and traffic is stopped for about 2 miles. Approaching downtown, southbound 65 after MLK. This is a crash blocking the left lane. We are jammed up back to 38th Kessler. Crash coming southbound 65 exiting to 465. That ramp is open, partially blocked. Delay has cleared out. Inbound 69 stop and go traffic from 116th to 465. We're delayed 8 minutes. Northbound 465 slow from 86th Street up to 865. Traffic sponsored by Grand Appliance. Shop the 95th anniversary sale at Grand Appliance to save on top brands like GE, Cafe, and more. Visit grandappliance.com or your local showroom for details. That's grandappliance.com. I'm Matt Baer with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist, what are we feeling out there?
We've got a little bit of some light drizzle here in the city. Other spots picking up a little bit more of some scattered showers. That trend is going to continue on and off throughout the day today. Scattered showers, maybe even a few thunderstorms. High temperatures will be in the low and middle 70s. Rain comes to an end later this evening and clouds decrease. It'll be on the cooler side. Early Wednesday morning will fall into the upper 40s in northern Indiana, right around 50 here in the city. Lots of sunshine on your Wednesday. A beautiful day with highs in the upper 60s. And upper 60s on Thursday with mostly sunny conditions.
That's Tara Hastings. Wish TV, Tara. Thank you. 67 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:07.
This hour powered by Price Point Comfort Heating and Cooling, your independent American Standard air dealer.
Keep the music playing there, Kylan. It's cool. I'm figuring it out. Do I really want to start with this? Do I want to start with that? I mean, I could start with the budget. I could start with this, what you just heard, where there's this conversation about whether or not people are being silenced by the city county council. Are Democrats not allowing people to speak freely, discuss their issues in Indianapolis? I wouldn't be surprised. I'm just saying that what's the real story here? Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. They've got a budget passed, $1.7 billion for Indianapolis. I don't know if it actually helps or not. As I stated earlier, I don't know what their vision is for the city. What's the vision? A city council that won't admit to the violence, won't do anything about the violence. This is far bigger than Mark Sanchez, of course, for getting into this fight, attacking a 69-year-old where he was stabbed. Being able to protect and defend oneself, man, that matters. I have got that over at TonyKatz.com. You should look for that right now. Video that we posted just yesterday. But is this true that at the city county council meeting, people weren't allowed to speak? Did the city county council try and silence people? Were they trying to silence the citizens? Were they trying to silence other counselors? What took place? What happened? It must be said again and again until we get some kind of better result that what we see in the city is nowhere near good enough. Why would we ever think that it is? Oh, Tony, you're just going after the city again. I'm asking, what do y'all want? What do you actually all want? You want a city that relies on city-run buses and doesn't allow people to speak at council meetings? That's really what you want? Do you want free stuff? Do you want to be left alone? I'm asking. What is it that Indianapolis actually desires? Have they ever asked themselves? Has anybody ever asked them? It would seem to me that that's part of our issue. There's no answer to that question. Me, I know what I want for Indianapolis. I want it to be the capital of the Midwest. I have said so for years. To do that, you need growth, you need a swagger, you need an attitude, you need a presentation, you need a willingness to be honest at all times. I don't think there are any other members of the City County Council who share that view. I'm sure that there are other citizens in Indianapolis who share that view, but no one's ever articulated to them, here's how I would do it. Or first of all, here's the idea. The only idea they have in Indianapolis is, well, as long as those Republicans don't win. Democrats haven't done you a damn bit of good, and you know it. So what the hell are you talking about? What are you talking about? That's the vision? As long as Republicans lose? You elected Joe Hogsett 3 years ago. Nothing has changed on abortion. He lied to you. It was all lie. It was all scam. It was all, let's pull at the heartstrings. You're voting on abortion? What are you, ridiculous? That is not your story. That is not the thing that is most important to you. The things that are important, like being able to walk down the street, potholes getting filled, snow getting removed, that doesn't happen with Joe Hogsett and this city county council. What other moves have they made to try and make it better? What's the vision? Said once, said a million times. No answers. No one is setting a vision. So I would like to know if indeed people were prevented from speaking. I'd like to know if that's true. If they were prevented from being able to speak at the city county council meeting, are they being silenced in other ways? And what do they have to say? And I'd love to know from any city county councilor, what's your vision? Michael Paul Hart wants to talk about smart Indy. He at least has put something out there. What's your vision for the city? Would love to know. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Well, the Fed just sounded the alarm. The stock market is dangerously overvalued. And if your retirement savings are tied up in the market, this could be the smart time to protect and grow your savings outside of Wall Street. Hey, one option gives you a 20% upfront bonus. It's got a competitive return that's averaged 10% annually for the last 10 years.
So here's the simple math. If you invest $200,000, you get an upfront $40,000 bonus. That's $240,000. That $240,000 could earn 10% or $24,000 in the first 12 months. So in the first year, that original $200,000 could grow to $264,000. Get all the information from Bill Demery, your retirement guy. Call 317-648-5120. That's 317-648-5120. 648-5120. Bill Demery, your retirement guy.
Everyone's talking about Galaxy Concrete Coating and their transformation, like your neighbor Mike.
Well, the local company that we used first was highly recommended by people in our neighborhood. We did not know until after it didn't work on our floor. It just healed up like a cheap suit. And so my wife says, we got to do something. And so she started looking around on the internet and she found Galaxy.
Lots of styles to choose from, 4 times stronger than epoxy, and it comes with a lifetime warranty.
We got Galaxy out here. They got here at about 8 o'clock in the morning and they finished up at 6 o'clock that night. Other than having a beautiful garage floor, you couldn't tell they were here. Just did a wonderful job on it.
Galaxy Concrete Coatings works for any area like patios, garage floors, driveways, and around pools.
Still looks fantastic, and anybody that visits our house, that's all they want to talk about. I mean, they just can't believe how nice the garage floor looks.
Click on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com and remember to like us on Facebook, GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com. We are out of this world.
The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220 or visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
Traffic on the 5s. Matthew Baer, WIBC Traffic Center. What's going on?
Let's kick it off in Hendricks County. Eastbound 70 crash approaching State Road 267. It blocks the right lane, causing stop traffic for about 2 miles. And then on the west side, crash eastbound 70 approaching Sam Jones Expressway, left lane blocked and slow past 465. Crash eastbound 70 exiting the north split. And this blocks 2 right lanes jammed up into the south split and onto eastbound 70. Inbound 65 at 29th. Crash, left lane blocked. Traffic stop and go back to 38th. Kessler, delay at 12 minutes. Crash, northwest side, southbound 65 exiting to southbound 465. The ramp is open. It is partially blocked. Still on the northwest side, northbound 465 grinds from 79th up to 865. And Lawrence, northbound 465 slow after 70 up to 69. Traffic sponsored by Benjamin Franklin Plumbing. Get your home ready for colder temps and the holidays. Benjamin Franklin of Indianapolis is here to help. Everything from plumbing inspections, water heaters, and more. Book now at BenjaminFranklinPlumbingIndy.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got 67 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:16.
Stuck in a job that just isn't getting it done? Maybe it's time to go for IT. Whether you're just starting out, switching careers, or a military veteran ready for change, My Computer Career can help you launch a rewarding career in IT in months. No prior experience needed. Why spend years getting a traditional degree when your future in IT can start right now? Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Your most powerful upgrade? Your career. Go for it. Go for IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
1 second I'm on my bike, next second I see this car coming at me. And
I broke my left ankle in 3 places.
I decided to call Hensley.
I realized Hensley was impressive first time I spoke with my attorney.
They just kind of took that burden off my back.
It happens. Hire Hensley.
This from the Washington Post. What with your not bothering to read the Washington Post? I get it. You're not wrong. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Oh, good to be here. Good to be with you. And by the way, chat room there at YouTube. We're live streaming YouTube, WIBC, just youtube.com/WIBC. Let me just say for the record, you were no help at all. I have an opportunity to be in Vegas for a conference at the end of October or in Israel. I can be in one or the other. You can't be in 2 places at the same time. I am not a clone. And I said, which place should I be? And you were basically kind of split. I think there may have been one more vote for Vegas. May have been. But it wasn't universal. Like, it wasn't, like, definitive. So, if you could help me out there, that'd be great. Vegas for a conference or Israel for a tour and a reporting back, right? One or the other. Those are my choices. Which one do I take? Sponsorship's now available. The Washington Post reporting in an editorial regarding the shutdown. You know, we're on day 7 of the shutdown. I know. Everything has come to an earth-shattering end. Nothing is safe. Nothing is right. Everything is a mess. Let us see what's going on outside right now. That's accurate.
Yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man.
Well, I didn't say that nothing is going on, but the idea that, the sky is falling and everything has come to an end.
So what, no f***ing ziti now?
Well, maybe for some people because of the shutdown, but I think the rest of us can enjoy some pasta. Settle down there, AJ. My gosh. Washington Post reporting on the shutdown in an editorial. Yet Democrats have demanded that Republicans agree to extend the COVID-era insurance subsidies, talking about Obamacare, without proposing any way to pay for it. The Congressional Budget Office estimates this will cost $350 billion over the next decade. These temporary benefits were included in the American Rescue Plan of March 2021 and extended the next year in the misnamed Inflation Reduction Act until the end of 2025. Well, this is accurate. This is accurate, and this is what got voted on. Now comes the next sentence from the Washington Post, their editorial. The real problem is that the Affordable Care Act was never actually affordable. It only took 10 plus years for everyone to admit that the whole thing was a lie and a scam and sizzling hot garbage. President Barack Obama's signature achievement allowed people to buy insurance on marketplaces with subsidies based on their income. The architects of the program assumed that risk pools would be bigger than they turned out to be. As a result, policies cost more than expected. Oh, also, you couldn't keep your doctor. Oh, also, you couldn't keep your plan. Of course it didn't work. The only way it works is if you force people onto it. Forced universal health care. Now government is in charge of what it is you get. And when government is in charge, they can decide that you are no longer worth it. Sarah Palin said this and people lambasted her. She was right. She was always right on that subject. She may have been wrong about a bunch of other things. She was right about this. Nonsense. This is what the Democrats are fighting for. This is why they have shut down the government. And we should be clear. The messaging is simple. Very, very simple. The Democrats caused the shutdown, and every attack they're putting on the Republicans is doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's only making them look worse. Now, I should state that there's another way to look at this, which is because the shutdown is not really big news anywhere, there's less damage being done to Chuck Schumer about it. He's not taking as many hits, although Jon Stewart vilified him on The Daily Show last night. Not really taking the hits, just there's nothing. Because it isn't being covered. It isn't being discussed. Schumer has lost the messaging fight. That much we know. I know this because the political left isn't screaming through their media cronies, oh, Donald Trump is on the defensive. Oh, Republicans are on the defensive. Oh, look at this Republican shutdown. You're not seeing that either. Then there's this story about the CDC, that's Centers for Disease Control. You've seen pictures. They're going to stop recommending COVID-19 shots. I'm sorry. Everything's coming up. Millhouse. Just terrific. They will no longer recommend COVID-19 vaccinations for adults, including those over the age 65. The advisory committee's 17 members, all appointed by former President Biden, were replaced by Robert F. Kennedy Jr. The new members will prioritize public health and evidence-based medicine, no longer function as a rubber stamp for industry profit-taking agendas. Well, I don't like that kind of talk at all. That's lefty talk. I don't mind that drug companies make a profit. I mind that they create valuable medicines that allow us to live better lives. Again, RFK Jr. needs to be checked on every single subject. What matters here is that the initial vaccine in Operation Warp Speed was created for a specific strain of COVID, which is not anything that we deal with and haven't dealt with for a good number of years. Boosters were not anything ever that really engaged valuable efficacy, a real difference maker. And I do look at people who get boosters today askew. This is kidding yourself fear, and this is not valuable. You shouldn't engage like this. Operation Warp Speed and that initial vaccine, you maybe you didn't take it, and that's totally fine. Took it, didn't take it, I get it. I'm okay with it. You're still my friend. It was an incredible maneuver, incredible in its implementation, incredible in the science, tested enough. Some people are going to tell you, oh, heck no. I don't think they're wrong. But it was meant for a specific strain. That strain is not the strain. So anybody thinking that that vaccine is going to provide you today's value, if indeed that's what we're working with, that's ridiculous. And the recommendation of this shot to go away is the smart thing to do. Note that doesn't keep anybody from getting a shot that they want to do. Go right ahead. Go ahead. Doesn't mean we should be recommending it. Certainly doesn't mean we should be forcing it. And as a reminder to all of those CEOs who said, get this shot or you don't have a job, there is a special place in hell for each and every one of you. You did this to people. You threatened their livelihoods. You scared them into it because you were scared and had no interest in what they were about. Special place in hell. And I would tell it to you to your face. Matt Bear has got traffic. What's up, Matty Boo Boo?
Crash eastbound 70 coming out of the north split. It's blocking 2 lanes here. 2 lanes on the right, and traffic is jammed up back to the south split. Eastbound 70 is also stop and go West Street into the south split because of that crash. Northbound 65 on the south side struggling after Keystone into the south split because of road work and the crash mentioned on eastbound 70 at the north split. Now, inbound 65 after MLK, that's a crash blocking the left lane, causing stop traffic back to 38th Street, Kessler Boulevard, and a delay of 11 minutes. Northbound 465 on the northwest side, stop and go traffic 79th up to 865. Hendricks County, crash eastbound 70 approaching State Road 267. The right lane is blocked and traffic is stopped back to County Road 525 or close to the Morgan Hendricks County line. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off all products plus 2.99% financing and an additional $550 off your project. Trust a local. Trust employee owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
And this is Casey.
Great news, Casey.
Yeah, what's that?
Ted Cruz might be running for president again.
I've seen that show before. Join us Tuesday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
When it comes to your home, it's important to sell it to someone you can trust. Simple Quarters has helped over 3,000 families sell their homes in Indiana.
I'm excited to start the new chapter of my life. I'm going to be moving 2 states away to be with my husband. Ronnie came out to do my walkthrough. It was great. We had a chance to talk about the house. We had a chance to listen to what my goals were, and they helped me to meet them. Then I had the offer, I believe, within 2 hours of them coming through and doing the walkthrough. Simple Quarters never tried to change their offer at any point during the process. Once they gave me that offer, it stood. The offer was absolutely fair. They did explain to me how they came to that price, and it was a fair offer. The best part about this process is I didn't have to make any repairs to the house. Simple Quarters has taken it as is, which is a huge stress relief. It just couldn't have worked out better. It really couldn't have.
Call Simple Quarters 317-900-HOME. 317-900-HOME.
This is Denny Smith, and C&J's having a water quality sale of whole home protection for what matters the most. Better water for your family. Remove forever chemicals, solids, and metals from the water you cook with and drink. Invest in a softener and a reverse osmosis, UV, or dechlorinator and save $400. Invest in 2 components and save $800. City Water or Well Water, C&J, official partner of the Indiana Pacers and Fever, has great systems and great people too. 317-733-SOFT.
Who needs a Vegas trip to win big? McCordsville's got the jackpot right here. Financial Center, your newest credit union, is throwing a sidewalk series from September 30th through October 17th, every Tuesday through Friday from 11 to 2. Play games, win prizes, and enter a giveaway for $1,000 cash. So skip the long flight and just join Financial Center on the sidewalk. Find out more and explore exclusive offers at fcfcu.com/McCordsville. Federally insured by NCUA. Giveaway terms and conditions apply.
Do you need furnace or heat pump service and need to find a local well-trained expert you can trust like Reinhardt Heating and Cooling? Well, find that American Standard dealer at IndyHomeComfort.com.
My brother never checks on Dad. Or my sister won't make time to take Mom to the doctor. Are these things you've heard yourself say? This is Tina McIntosh, president of Joy's House and co-host of the Caregiver Crossing radio program. I have a caregiving tip for you. Stay tuned.
Cardon & Associates provides residents with the best senior living options and personalized service. Visit cardon.us to find a community near you.
Expressing anger or resentment toward unsupportive siblings can cause unmendable rifts in relationships. Don't try to control everyone else. You can only control yourself. The success of your caregiving journey does not rest on others. So enjoy the time with your loved one. This is your special time with them. More tips like this are available anytime at caregivercrossingradio.org. With new weekly content created by Joy's House and distributed in partnership with Network Indiana, we're an on-air and online support group for Hoosier family caregivers. Hear conversations with experts, access a library of online education, and more at caregivercrossingradio.org.
Up to 50% off and 2.99% financing, plus receive an additional $550 off your project.
Because at B Window,
we mean business. We mean business.
Fire up your Sunday at the Colts Ultimate Tailgate with WIBC. We're taking over the Slippery Noodle this Sunday at 9:30 a.m. Think ice cold drink specials, tailgate games, prizes, and all the pregame energy you need before kickoff. Don't miss the party every Colts fan wants to be a part of. Details at WIBC.com.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
The government shutdown is in its 7th day. Light rain on radar in downtown Indianapolis, 67 degrees going up to 75. I'm Ryan Hedrick, and here's what's trending at 8:31. Brought to you by Guardian Wells Financial. Senate Majority Leader John Thune says Democrats are shutting down the gauntlet over the fact that Donald Trump is president.
And when their far left base demanded a showdown with the president, Democrats fell in line. And now it's the American people who are suffering the consequences.
Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer and most Democrats say they won't support funding the government unless Congress agrees to extend expiring Obamacare subsidies. The Trump administration fighting a court ruling that halts National Guard troops from deploying to Portland as anti-ICE protests clash with immigration authorities.
These clashes, which have been caught on camera before, appear to be quite violent at times, and a major reason why the White House says it wants to restore law and order. It's unclear how long the appeals process may stretch on for and how the higher courts may rule. The confusion certainly has the president looking at other options. He told reporters on Monday he may invoke the Insurrection Act at some point and deploy the military.
Well, I'd do it if it was necessary. So far, it hasn't been necessary, but we have an Insurrection Act for a reason.
We are hearing from the governors that may have to deploy troops if they choose to do so, including Texas Governor Greg Abbott, who says the elite Texas National Guard, ever ready, deploying now. But we're also hearing from the Democratic governor of Oregon, who says she's ready to take this case to the court as long as it'll take.
That's Fox's Mark Meredith reporting. Sean Diddy Combs says he wants to go to a prison in New Jersey called Fort Dix, which is a low-security lockup with 4,000 inmates because it has a residential drug abuse program, which is said to be the most intensive in the federal prison system. South Carolina law enforcement officials say the investigation into a fire that destroyed a judge's home and hurt 3 people is ongoing, but they have not found evidence of arson.
South Carolina State Law Enforcement Division Chief Mark Keel says so far there's no evidence that the fire that burned Circuit Judge Diane Goodstein's house to the ground on Saturday was intentionally set. Goodstein has been a state judge for 27 years, and last month she temporarily blocked the state from giving the Justice Department the state's entire voter database. Speculation has grown since the fire, with some suggesting that it was a politically motivated attack. Keel's agency usually doesn't release statements about ongoing investigations beyond basic facts, but in his statement he urged citizens, elected officials, and the press to not share information that has not been verified.
That's Fox's Tanya J. Powers reporting. Sports on WIBC. Indianapolis Colts kicker Spencer Schrader out for the season with a knee injury. Head coach Shane Steichen says replacing him won't be easy.
He was lights out for us. Obviously, he was, AFC Special Teams Player of the Month for the NFL. So just tremendous talent. So just in a very unfortunate situation.
And Schrader absorbed a big hit from Raiders special teamer Tristan McCullum during a second quarter point after attempt. The Colts host the Arizona Cardinals Sunday. The Jacksonville Jaguars defeated the Kansas City Chiefs Monday night 31-28, keeping pace with the Colts in the AFC South. The Chiefs committed 13 penalties, and quarterback Patrick Mahomes threw a late pick six.
They closed out there at the end, and so it still sucks whenever you get a lead like that and you're not able to hold it through the rest of the game.
And both the Jags and the Colts are 4-1 on the season. The Indiana Pacers on the road tonight to tip off preseason play against the Minnesota Timberwolves. College football, number 7 IU on the road against number 3 Oregon Saturday. Kickoff at 3:30. Major League Baseball playoffs. The Brewers lead the Cubs 2-0 in the NLDS. The Dodgers lead the Phillies 2-0 in their series. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 8:35. Traffic on the 5s. Here's Matt Bear.
Yeah, right. City's a junkyard this morning. New crash westbound 70 after West Street. It's blocking the left lane, causing stop traffic back to Meridian. Eastbound 70 in the other direction. Also jammed from Harding into the south split, delayed 6 minutes. And then we have a crash coming out of the north split, eastbound 70. And it's blocking 2 right lanes right there at the exit from the north split down to the east side, and traffic is jammed back to the south split. Northbound 65 stop and go after Keystone Avenue into the south split because of construction in that crash on eastbound 70 at the north split. Inbound 65 crash after MLK. And right now, it's blocking the left lane, causing stop traffic back to 38th Kessler Boulevard for a 13-minute delay. And Hendricks County, eastbound 70 crash clear. It's the one approaching 267, still slow for a couple of miles, but that should start to remedy itself as the morning progresses. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off all products, plus 2.99% financing. And an additional $550 off your project. Trust a local, trust employee-owned, trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
67 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:37.
How bad is it? Don't sugarcoat it. Give it to me straight. Want coffee? I think I need some coffee.
Time to fill up on the news. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. What is going on, everybody? We have got Dow futures up 27, NASDAQ futures up 28. Oil prices $61.63 on the Brent crude. I'm sorry, on the West Texas crude. That's coming out of the ground. Brent crude, $65.40 a barrel. 10-year Treasury, 4.168. Really no movement on any of it. The shutdown may be a part of this because there's been no jobs report from the BLS, Bureau of Labor Statistics. Maybe once that report comes out, the markets will have some kind of response. But considering everything that's going on, do you think the market's going to do anything but go up? It's been kind of nutty. And if AI stocks weren't in the mix, would the market be going up at all? The growing spread, the difference between Wall Street and Midwest Main Street, I think is very, very obvious. There's a story over at the Wall Street Journal. The landmark U.S. office buildings that are on life support. This is about go around the country and say, I need office space. And people will offer you anything because it's all there. They're not coming back to the offices. There aren't offices. 10 years ago, about 15% of U.S. office buildings had a vacancy rate over 25%. Today, it's more than 20%. Buildings 25% or more vacant account for nearly 80% of vacant U.S. office space, up from 65% a decade ago. There comes a moment where it's no longer tenable. But you built some pretty big offices. So now what? What do you do? How do you get people back in? How do you get people to work in a downtown? How do you get them to work in an office? Then with this, you have the story, and I've got it over there at TonyKatz.com. So if you get the Daily Show sheet, you haven't missed a thing. That according to the reports, this was a story out of the New York Post, you could have AI taking 100 million jobs. Now, a caveat. This is according to a report released by Bernie Sanders. So you have to take this with a grain of salt to the idea, first of all, how do you come to a number of 100 million jobs? And then the follow-up is this a guy who wants to be able to put guardrails on technology to preserve jobs for Americans? Right? That's the guys. Limit technology and preserve jobs. Isn't this what we have seen from the populists? Oh, there's a moment of crossover there in real measure. And if you're saying, well, the populists have never done that, why in the world do we own 10% of Intel? Of course they've done it. We have to keep these American jobs. No, we don't. If Intel can't run itself as a real company, then Intel fails. Too big to fail, doesn't exist, not real. Wasn't true with AIG, wasn't true with Bear Stearns, not true with Intel. But the larger conversation is that AI is going to take the jobs, which means less people in offices. It might not be 100 million. It's going to be a bunch. It's going to be a bunch. You have to accept the fact that this is coming. And you have to not panic about it, prepare for it, rethink what the future is. So part of that is something that we've discussed repeatedly. There is no need for any gender studies degree. And if your kid is in college right now, getting a degree in gender studies, just stop this. They're wrong. It's ridiculous. No. Is there still need for math and science? Absolutely. Is there a need for auto mechanics? Kids who can do HVAC, welders? You better believe it. Some things are not going to change. Some things people are still going to have to do. Do you really need coders? Well, that may have very well changed, although the coding is not perfect from AI yet. Content creators like myself, I know the writing's on the wall. I have got my plan perfectly in place. I'm just trying to drag people into understanding what it is that I'm doing. If you're not prepared, you are out. You are out. AI is going to take a lot of jobs. As this report has it, 40% of registered nurses, 47% of truck drivers, 64% of accountants, 65% of teaching assistants, and 89% of fast food workers. Well, the teaching assistant's fine. Everything else, I probably. You better be thinking ahead. You better be thinking long term. You better be thinking around the corner. And to all the kids that are going to school right now, getting ready for high school, already just arriving, this idea that you have to go to a 4-year university is bunk. We got a lot of ways for you to make a living. Things that are actually enjoyable. Now, if you think that a job is beneath you, that's okay. You'll just be the person online looking for a job. But if you're willing to sweat and work, my God, there are opportunities galore. You just have to go create them. They're out there. And getting a 4-year degree in business, that might not be the right business for you. You just got to open yourself up to some other opportunities and ideas. It might be for you. You decide. Tony Katz at 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Kendall and Casey.
So the American dream costs how much?
$5 million.
Well, I'm out.
Not currently, but over your lifetime, average lifetime earnings is 2.8. So the cost of the American dream is out of reach.
Okay, so here's the news, and then the bad news is you're not going to get it.
Right,
oh,
exactly.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you, Casey.
Kendall and Casey, weekdays 9 till noon on 93 WIBC and WIBC.com.
Picture this. Your career ends, your paycheck stops. Suddenly you're conducting your retirement with no sheet music. Don't let that happen. I'm Jason Hutchins, and after years of guiding Hoosier families through retirement planning, I put together some of the most important lessons into one simple, easy-to-read book, Orchestrate Your Retirement, a guide to composing a financially tuned plan. Get a copy mailed to you at no cost. Call 317-660-929. That's 317-660-929. This book is packed with real-world stories and strategies on income, Social Security, taxes, and how to protect what you've worked so hard to build. Call Guardian Wells Financial at 317-660-929. That's 660-929 and ask for your copy. No pressure, no strings attached. Supplies are limited, so when they're gone, they're gone. Orchestrate your retirement. The rhythm of your future starts here.
Investment advisory services offered through Creative One Wealth LLC, a registered investment advisor. Guardian Wealth Financial is not affiliated with Creative One Wealth or with any government agency. Licensed insurance professionals.
eBay has reinvented vehicle buying. From click to curb, everything's covered. Ever try to buy a car online and end up in a parking lot with a stranger and some blind trust? That era is over. Now with Secure Purchase, eBay isn't just where you find your car. It's where you buy it, start to finish. Title, financing, registration, delivery, it's all built in. This is the modern way to buy your next ride on eBay. eBay. Things people love. Secure Purchase is powered by Caramel Dealer Services, LLC, an eBay subsidiary.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, what's happening?
Crash downtown westbound 70 West Street, and currently 2 left lanes are blocked. Traffic is jammed into the south split. Crash coming out of the north split, heading towards the east side. It's eastbound. 72 right lanes are blocked and traffic is jammed up back to the south split and back to eastbound 70. This is also slowed down northbound 65 after Keystone Avenue into the south split. And looking at Hendricks County, eastbound 70 approaching State Road 267, that crash has cleared. Now on the east side, westbound 70, crash after Shaylin at Arlen Arlington Avenue on the right shoulder. Slow to 465 for a 6-minute delay. Crash at 38th Street at Lafayette Road. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off all products, plus 2.99% financing at an additional $550 off your project. Trust a local. Trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
67 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:46. You need power. Well, what's your plan? If you don't get with Generator Supercenter right now, you're not going to have it when you need it. Because it's not about when you don't need it. Well, you're covered because you already got it. What happens when the power goes out, when the grid goes down, when there's ice on the power line and it snaps, there's an accident? I don't know what's going to happen. What I know is you don't have Generator Supercenter. You don't have a Generac automatic standby generator connected to your home, ready to go if the power goes out. And now the power goes out. Now you're like, oh gosh, I should have called Generator Supercenter. So don't wait, call now. Talk to Generator Supercenter about getting a free estimate on a Generac automatic standby generator for your home. Financing's available, so you've got low monthly payments. The skilled technicians and electricians, they effectively ensure that you are never left in the dark, and you don't even know what the opportunities are until you talk to them. Go visit the showroom, 96 at 69, or give Generator Supercenter a call today, 317-827-0808. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-827-0808. Generator Supercenter, 827-0808.
Every day, you're giving yourself to others. Whether it's soccer practice, work demands, or meal planning for the fam, life just keeps going. But an extraordinary life is the one you keep loving and living. 1 in 8 women will face breast cancer in her lifetime. Age 40 or older? Visit franciscanhealth.org/breastcare to schedule your mammogram online. And don't let the ordinary get in the way of your extraordinary life.
Fire up your Sunday at the Colts Ultimate Tailgate with WIBC. We're taking over the Slippery Noodle this Sunday at 9:30 a.m. Think ice cold drink specials, tailgate games, prizes, and all the pregame energy you need before kickoff. Don't miss the party every Colts fan wants to be a part of. Details at WIBC.com.
If you're out on the road, feeling lonely and so cold, all you have to do is call my name and I'll be there on the next train. Bringing me, I will.
Oh, gosh. I know this. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. It's time to play America's favorite game. What the heck is that television theme song? Now, usually, Philip on the News is brought to you by Simple Quarters. Need to sell your home without the hassle. Sell your home to people you can trust. Call Simple Quarters, 317-900-HOME. Except I forgot because they're a new sponsor, and I forgot. I was in the thing, and I forgot. I feel like a dope. So Simple Quarters, 317-900-HOME. Have you tried any other voices there, Producer Kylan, to do this live read?
You know what? I really tried for the Trump impression. I practiced all evening and morning.
Or you want yesterday we were having Kylan do this read and she was doing impressions. And she did the impression like straight, and then she did it as like a suburban mom, and it was very well done. Then she tried Jersey Girl. It didn't really hit. That was not a banger. But you think you could do this as Trump?
Oh, come on, Tony. Let's go.
That's not it.
No.
That's not Jersey.
Yeah, that's all I got, though, for Jersey.
Yeah, you've got to work on that. Problem is, you don't have enough attitude. You've never keyed anybody's car or punctured anybody's tire. That's the problem.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah.
Don't tell anyone, but...
Either that or you've never inhaled enough Aquanet. You can't... Jersey Girl is difficult. As opposed to today's theme song, which is the Gilmore Girls. Let's hear it.
Why was...
Come on. Give me the ding. Ding.
Well done,
Thank you very
well
much.
done.
Tell me I don't know my Lorelei. Please. I got this. I got this covered. I, too, want donuts from Luke's. That's not the story. So you're going to try this. By the way, every day we do the television theme song. Producer Carl is out on assignment this week. Kylan is filling in. And so we're all working through how to do this more smoothly. Carl has got this on, on lockdown. But we were practicing this ad for Simple Quarters. Need to sell your home without the hassle. Sell your home to people you could trust. Call Simple Quarters, 317-900-HOME. They sponsor Philip on the news now, and I'm thrilled that they're here, except I forgot to do it because they're new, and it didn't come to mind, and I forgot. And so I'm doing it now. So we got Kylan to try and do this a couple different ways. Do you want to try this as Trump?
You need to sell your home without the hassle. Great, terrible hassle if you sell to losers. Not if you sell to my friends. Sell your home to people you can trust. Only my friends. We're gonna make it simple. Excuse me, I'm talking. We're gonna make America simple again. All you have to do is call Simple Quarters. That's it. Simple.
Oh, what's the phone number, Mr. President?
317-900. 317. Don't forget it. 900. Home. Yes, home, like America, the great America. H-O-M-E. Yes, I can spell. Home. You can too.
I could listen to that all day.
The best part about your Trump impression, Kylan, first of all, bravo. The best part about your Trump impression, that's actually Jersey Girl.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah. Oh, 10,000%. That's Marissa Tomei and My Cousin Vinny. What are you talking about? That was beautiful.
What?
Your Trump impression is actually Jersey Girl.
Hey, I found it.
Yeah, you found it. You have channeled it very, very well. That was good.
Kudos
that was good.
To everybody doing the impressions. My throat is shot.
Yeah, that hurt? Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I need to work on it.
Matt Baer, do you do a Trump impression?
No, Tony, I don't do a Trump impression. None of my impressions are very good. Matt Baer's sick in the head. No, I can't do a Trump impression. No.
Hey, that's on the way, though.
Yeah.
Tony,
I've
do you?
never practiced. It's not something I practice. You got to practice.
I don't do any impressions. I don't think I do any. Do I do any impressions?
Can you do a Matt Baer doing traffic impression?
No.
Okay.
No one can do it as good as Matt Baer.
Oh, come on.
No, I cannot. Tony Katz today at noon. We'll see if there's another press conference because we're on day 7 of the shutdown. White House has been doing one every day. But there are other things happening. Of course, will we see a deal between Hamas in Israel? And the Biden administration spied on senators. Who's going to go to jail? I will have those stories at noon. I will catch you then. Kendall, in case you're up next, Matt Baer has traffic.
On the west side crash, northbound 465. This is at West 10th Street, just shy of that ramp, and the left lane is closed. Traffic is backed up past Rockville Road. Inbound 69 crash after MLK. That is blocking the left lane. We are stopped back to 38th Street, Kessler Boulevard. That is a delay time of 11 minutes. Crash leaving downtown towards the west side. It's westbound 70 after West Street, and 2 left lanes are blocked, creating a stoppage of traffic back to the south split, and a delay time right now of 14 minutes. Northbound 65, stop and go Raymond into the south split. Then we are jammed up to the north split because of crash cleaned up on eastbound 70 at the north split, like you're heading towards the east side. With that crash, 2 right lanes are currently blocked, creating this delay. Westbound 70 crash at Arlington Avenue. It's on the right shoulder, jamming us up back to 465. Northwest side, northbound 465, a grind from West 79 to 865. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off all products plus 2.99% financing. Get an additional $550 off your project. Trust a local, trust employee-owned, trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Baer on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
What if you had the smartest Wi-Fi? If you did, it'd be Xfinity, of course, and it'd come with their best state-of-the-art equipment. It would boost speeds to the devices that needed them most, prioritizing your most important connections, whether you were streaming, gaming, or gaming while pretending to work. And it would let you stream 4. That's right, 4 games on one screen. It would even power your mobile connection so you could bring faster, secure Wi-Fi speeds with you where you use it most. It would be proactive and fix problems before you knew you had them. Impressive, right? And it would have security features that protect you from threats at home and online. Kinda like a force field for your life. If you had the smartest Wi-Fi,